I'll spin the board.
Alrighty, waiting for confirmation from Board Ghosts that we're live on YouTube. Let's just keep doing this. Hello, Chloe. Good to see you.
Hello, Anita.
Live on both platforms. All right, my eyes are closed. The card is forbidden to encourage. First card of the evening.
One more spin for good measure.
It's a good idea.
This is what we're looking for. This here, blue 4. It is forbidden to encouraged. That blue 4 is what we're trying to get. Mark can't do a lot of things. So, this will be fun.
I didn't see the board. I instinctively opened my eyes when you said Mark. I was looking at my computer, not the board.
All right.
Forbidden to encourage. Okay, let's make the background a bit bigger so you can actually see the card, where it is. There we go.
I like stealing candy from a baby.
Okay.
Drinking milk straight out the carton.
Okay.
And then, let's say, speeding.
Speeding. All right. Stealing candy from a baby. That was the first one, right? Mm-hmm. That's a very interesting one because I think it depends on your relation to that baby.
Yeah.
Because babies shouldn't be eating a lot of candy. They're gonna choke on that shit.
That's so true, bestie.
So, like, if you're the baby's uncle and you see it holding like a big old lollipop, and you go, I want that, and you just take it, you know. People aren't gonna question that as much. But if you're a stranger, well, you're going to prison for that. Mm-hmm. They're putting you away. Averaging it out, though, I think most people are neutral to stealing candy from babies. Mm-hmm. Drinking straight from the carton and speeding. Once again, it's situational. It's something that everybody does. Well, sometimes everybody does.
If you're a sinner.
If you're going straight to hell, you drink milk out of the carton. I think it's going to be a bit forbidden just because it's illegal to speed. Mm-hmm. If you live in a house with others, you shouldn't be drinking out the carton. Mm-hmm. And stealing candy from a baby, that'll take me down a teeny tiny bit more because most babies have parental figures protecting them.
That's true.
Yes.
Unless it's one of those wild babies that I find on the street sometimes. Those babies are wild.
Unless it's a stray baby.
Stray babies are a big problem around these parts, just like ghouls. All right, are you ready?
Let's see it. Yo, let's go.
That's a solid 4.
Very nice. That is exactly a 4. Holy moly! All it took was
good.
Stealing candy from babies.
Stealing candy from babies and drinking milk straight out the carton.
Straight out the carton.
Straight milking it.
Yo, Anna sent 6 roses and 2 finger hearts. Thank you so much, Anna. Perfect start indeed. Driving fast is great. I always appreciate the parts without a speed limit on our streets. Isabel, do you live on the Autobahn? What do you mean no speed limit? You know, if there's no speed limit in a residential neighborhood, it defaults to either 25 or 30. I believe that's the legal 25. I think it's neighborhood dependent or state dependent if you're living in the Americas. Ah, crap, I forgot about the speech.
Speech.
I do live in Germany, so yes. We scored a 4 in wavelength, but Alston did not write 4 on the board. He wrote a 3. Why did he do that? Well, the answer is, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points, but instead, the benefit is we take another card, add it to the stack, and it extends the game, giving us more opportunities to score.
That's right.
We would have been at 6 cards remaining, but because of this first 4 of the night, worth 3 points, we're at 7 cards remaining. Very nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hello, Candace. Welcome in. Feels like you'd be the star of a new high score. I imagine so.
You never know. We could fumble.
Can you give the speech in German?
Ich heiße Jeff.
Shit, wait, that's actually right. All right, let's go to the next card. This will be one for me. So I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one either. I don't like any of these. These all suck. All right, we're gonna do culturally significant, culturally insignificant.
Oh, this is a finger.
This one is a thinker. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Was ist los mit du, Jeff?
Ich bin on here, guns getrunken.
Nobody knows what that means.
Nobody knows. It's complete gibberish.
Did you guys go live early yesterday? No, Anita, we did not go live at all yesterday. We took a little break. Hello, Jeremy. Good to see you. Culturally significant, culturally insignificant. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to think of a hint to get Alston to put the dial right onto that blue 4.
Blue 4.
Sounds like a plane. The board spinning? Maybe. Or is there a plane flying over your house? All right, culturally significant, culturally insignificant. Okay, we got some interesting ones coming in. I'm closing up the board. Austin, you may look. Culturally significant, culturally insignificant. Hayden's is fine. Pope Francis dead.
Okay.
I think that's a good one.
That is good. I don't even know where it is, but it's probably good. I don't know.
Also from Ons, this one's interesting. Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk.
Okay.
And final one from Country Mozart, his father, Mozart.
Okay. So it's definitely they're the least important things known to man. No. Pope Francis dead. That's pretty significant right now. Mozart is pretty significant. I think he's one of the, when you think of classical music, you think of Mozart.
Yes.
And then Michael Jackson, I think that's pretty culturally significant. I feel like that's a big part of American pop culture.
Yeah, specifically doing the moonwalk.
I think that would be about midway. I think that's about midway, maybe a little bit down. I think that's about where it is. I think Pope Francis being dead, that's a hot topic. That's a big thing right now. We don't even know the repercussions of his death.
I know.
Yet. There could be some big Michael Jackson. He was hitting that gritty before it was a thing. And then Mozart. I mean, I think that's you think of classical music, you think of Mozart. So I'm gonna lock in there.
His brain just did that. No, Hayden, we know that JD Vance killed him. It is a fact. All right. Culturally significant, culturally insignificant, Pope's death, doing the moonwalk, and Mozart. Ooh, okay, a little bit too far. That is still on the board, though.
That's still 2.
That is still a 2. Very nice, very nice. We are going to a score of 5 with 6 cards remaining. Hello, Austin. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hello, Mitch.
Hello. Yo, Mitch sent to heart me. Thank you so much, Mitch. Good to see ya. All right, here's a fun one. Worst weapon in a horror movie, best weapon in a horror movie. And the question is, since you're gonna be doing this card, how do you interpret this one? Is this best weapon to use if you're in a horror movie trying to survive? Or is this like most iconic to least iconic? Like iconic to cliche for worst to best?
I think that's a good question, because when I think of best weapon, I think of iconic weapons from the Critters. But I also think that, I think maybe this card is more asking, like, what is best to use in a horror movie. But
Aaron's saying both. We can go with that. We'll go vibes-based.
Vibes-based. I'll wing it.
Okay. Hello, Flynn. Good to see you. Hayden is tired, says the mustard gas leaf blower. What the hell, Hayden? All right, I'm closing up my eyes. Allison's going to spin up the board. 6 cards remaining.
All right. I'm spinning the board. Spinning.
We spinning.
One more for good measure. And opening the board. This is the blue 4 we're looking for. It is worst weapon in a horror movie, best weapon in a horror movie. We got to give Mark a hint that will get us on that there blue 4. Remember, it's worst to best weapon in a horror movie. I'm closing the board. The board is closed. You can look. All right, let's see here. If I see it one more time, I'm going to say it. Chainsaw. We're going with chainsaw.
Chainsaw. That's best weapon in a horror movie. That's iconic.
We're gonna say
I did see Mary's. Katana. Okay, a little cliche, but still towards the best. I did see Mary's fucked up answer. I'm gonna choose to ignore that one.
I am also gonna ignore that one. And we'll go with crossbow.
Crossbow. Okay, in a horror movie. I can't really think of a horror movie where they used a crossbow. Let's see, am I being stupid? Am I missing an obvious one? They probably used it in like some of the Jason movies, just when they're trying to fight that guy. So, chainsaw, katana, crossbow. Maybe this is in the middle. My instinct was to say these are on the best weapon side because chainsaw is super iconic. But with that being said, crossbow and katana are cool but more middling answers. Katana is a very overdone sword. That being said, these are all good weapons. These are all solid weapons, weapons that work. I'm gonna put it about this far down to the best weapon side. I don't think it's maxed out because I think you would have been naming specific weapons like the Chainsaw Massacre chainsaw or Jason's machete. But these are good ones. They're solid choices. You have fighting odds if you have any of these. I'm gonna lock in here.
You ready?
Yes. Yo!
You had me sweating when you ran it right to the middle.
Very nice. That is a 3, solid 3. Honorable mention was Mary's hint of pregnancy as a weapon. Said, think alien. Okay. Don't know how to react to that one. Yo, Twig sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Twig.
Oh.
Mark scares me every time he explains his choices. That's fair. That is very fair. Well, we are now down to 5 cards remaining with a score of 8. That was a solid one. Not pregnancy. Yeah, there's a reason we didn't go with that one. I think that is a very scary hint. Good for a horror movie, but maybe a little bit too much. How about a solid hot cold?
Sure, why not? Let's get crazy.
New solid hot and cold.
Hot and cold.
Starting great today. Oh, Kayla sent a heart me, and Flynn sent 5 squirrels. Thank you so much. Adding to the squirrel army.
5 squirrels.
Holy moly, Flynn sent a heart me as well. Thank you so much. All right, the card is hot to cold. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. We need to think of a hint to get Austin to put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay, all right. LeBron James, interesting hint. Interesting hint for this card. All right, I'm closing it up. Austin, you may look.
I'm looking right now.
The first hint I'm gonna give you is hell.
All right.
The second hint I'll give you is the sun.
All right.
And final one, inside of a supernova.
All right, so I'm thinking of the Smiling Friends hell. So we're it's maxed out. We got a maxed out answer. It's pretty early.
Okay, all right, just lock it in there.
All right, yeah. Ronald Reagan right now. Oh yeah.
Hot to cold, Ronald Reagan. Let's see it.
That's pretty hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Very nice, very nice. Lowest level of hell. Well, with Dante's Inferno, it wasn't the lowest, the frozen lake. What is that?
Well, why is it only worth 3?
Oh, why is it only worth 3 points? Wow. Yes, that 11 is correct. That is not a mistake. It's not supposed to be 12. And it sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is that we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game, giving us more opportunities to score. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because there's 4, worth 3 points. We're instead 5 cards remaining. Very nice, very nice. Hope there's many speeches to come. Country Mozart sent 4 squirrels in YouTube chat.
All right.
Thank you so much. Probably maxed out because of LeBron James. Probably maxed out hot. Yo, we haven't done this card in forever.
Card?
Movie Godzilla to ruin. Movie Godzilla to improve.
This is a divisive one.
This is a very divisive one.
Divisive film question.
Oh, golly. Yo, Dr. Acilier sent 4 squirrels, adding to the squirrel army. Thank you so much, Dr. Acilier.
We're spinning the board. That's what we're doing. We're spinning the board. I wonder when this board is gonna wear out.
It's already pretty worn.
I mean, I can go like that pretty easy. Sometimes you get that really smooth spin. Yeah, that glide.
Yeah.
All right, this is the blue 4 we're looking for. We're looking for movies that Godzilla would ruin to movies that Godzilla would improve.
I'm gonna take a silent glug of water.
That guy's taking a silent glug of water. This is the blue 4. We gotta give Mark a hint to get that blue 4. We're closing the board. The board is closed and you can look. All right.
Nobody noticed a thing.
All right.
Okay, this is a tough card.
This is a tough one. We're gonna say King Kong.
Okay. King Kong. I think King Kong is a near exactly middle answer.
We're gonna say Hunger Games.
Okay. Now we're moving a little bit to the ruin side. I do not think, Hunger Games is a lot about authoritarian dictatorships and dystopia. I do not think Godzilla has a place in that story.
And we'll say Avengers.
Ah, fuck, but he does have a place in that story. I think this is going to be a middling answer. Avengers. Say they're fighting Godzilla instead of Thanos.
I will specify Endgame specifically.
Endgame specifically. Okay, I mean, Endgame specifically, does that include Infinity War, or are you saying just Endgame?
Listen, that's what the chat is saying.
Okay.
That's what the chat said.
Because if we had Infinity War and half the Avengers get snapped out, and then in Endgame, the sequel, they go and fight Godzilla instead and kind of forget about that whole Thanos thing, I don't think people would be happy. I do not think that would be a well-received decision unless they really leaned into the campiness of it. Then it would be improved. This is going to be on the ruin side. He detracts from the themes of the Hunger Games, detracts from the themes or whatever of Avengers Endgame, and is not Thanos, which is what that movie people were looking for. But then again, King Kong, very middling answer, and they do a bunch of fight sequences in all these movies, so he's not going to ruin it that much. It's not going to be storming out the theater, getting your money back. I'm going to lock in right here.
You're locking in there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Oh no. This is a divisive one. Whoa! Holy shit! I don't think I've ever, for this card, been on the wrong side, on the ruin side, when it's actually on improve. I've never seen that happen. Holy shit, really? What's Mark's maxed out answer? That's a good question. I would have to think about that a moment. Wow, we've joked about the answer being unbearable weight of massive talent, but I think that's just more of a halfway good answer. The Meg. The Meg is probably my maxed out answer. Lightyear, The Room. Squirrel Army going already. Holy moly, I had my eyes closed. Mitch sent 204 squirrels.
That's a lot of squirrels.
Thank you so much. Chill Pop sent a heart me. Dr. Cillier sent 3 squirrels. Thank you so much. Wow.
Mark, what would you have said for this one? What would you give?
I don't know. Now that I'm seeing this placement, it's tough. It's really tough one. Maybe Hard Boiled, if anyone knows that movie. If they just threw Godzilla into that.
Fucking eggs.
It's not about eggs.
Really?
It's not. It has nothing to do with eggs. It's just a mindless action movie where things explode, and that's the perfect one to throw Godzilla in. It would have to be like a nonsense movie with no themes, and Godzilla's just adding to it by being there. Yo, Anna sent 3 squirrels, Anna sent 2 squirrels into rows, and then...
Helenochka?
Oh, wow. Sent a squirrel. Look at this guy. He knows Russian. Okay. All right. I'm closing this up. I will bow my head in shame. That was a really tough one.
What would you have said for Paddington?
Paddington? I've not seen Paddington.
I'm gonna blow you up.
You know what the maxed out answer, movie Godzilla would ruin, movie Godzilla would improve. You know, we would have to like ignore the movie aspect of it and just go to media in general, but I think that's fair enough, people do that. To Catch a Predator. Instead of Chris Hansen coming out, Godzilla comes out and he's fucking eats some. Wouldn't that be something?
Yo,
Mitch sent level up Sparks, thank you so much. Oh, golly, we're down to 4 cards remaining. A sent a heart me, thank you so much. Our next card is going to be Unhygienic to Hygienic. Also, people were asking about the squirrel counts from the other day. Oh, Terminator is also a very good one. People were talking about the squirrel count from the other day. We were not able to get an exact number of squirrels that joined the squirrel army last week, but we did the math and we crunched the numbers. On Thursday specifically, which is when everyone was absolutely squirreling out, I believe we got over 2,000 individual squirrels, which was absolutely wild. Thank you all again for that. Love these streams, such a comfort place. Thank you for that. Is this the first round? Yes, it is. And our next card, with 4 remaining, is going to be Unhygienic to Hygienic.
filthy to clean. That's what I like to hear.
Paddington is from Dark Peru. I was worried you had Chris Hansen coming out to confront Godzilla. that would also be something.
Why don't you take a seat right there?
Life of Pets plus Godzilla. Ooh, very nice. All right, Unhygienic to Hygienic. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Mitch sent a squirrel. Thank you so much, Mitch. Unhygienic to Hygienic. This is a tricky one. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. Okay, all right. We got some good ones coming in. We got some solid ones coming in. I am going to close up the board. Austin, you may look.
All right, I'm looking.
I'm gonna say used bar of soap.
Okay.
From Max, I think is a good one. Reese says public shower.
Okay.
Zariah also said public shower.
Okay.
And then final one, Mary says using the same towel for 1 week.
Okay. I definitely think that's on the unhygienic side, but it's not super unhygienic. Could be worse.
Yes.
I've never pondered about how filthy a used bar of soap could be. I use the soap, not from other people, but like I just never pondered it. I think it'd be not the dirtiest, and public shower is still kind of it's public. A lot of fellas in there, but they're getting clean.
Yeah.
But then again, when was the last time they washed the shower? When did they clean the shower? When did they do a hard scrub it?
Depends on what kind of public shower. Like if it's a gym shower, they might do it nightly.
That's true.
We want a Paddington reaction stream.
I'm gonna say the same towel for a week is kind of nasty. It collects some, mold, as the kids say. I don't know why I said that.
Flynn sent a popular vote. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna say it's about there. I think it's about there.
Okay, hence we're used bar of soap, public shower, and using the same towel for 1 week.
Yes.
Locked in right there.
I'd say I'm locked in.
Let's see it. Unhygienic to hygienic. Ooh,
middle.
It was dead middle. That's a tricky one.
We got 2.
That is still a 2.
We got 2.
We're back on the board. Very nice. Very nice. Whew. We're at least back on the board after the Godzilla throw. Yo, Bella sent a crab and a lobster in the YouTube chat, and Mitch sent 69 squirrels.
Nice.
Holy moly. You learn a lot about people with this card. You do. Yeah, I was telling Corey about the used towel thing, one of the other streams. Most people say that they suspect that you can use the same towel, or sorry, they say that you can only use a towel once before it gets dirty. That's what people's opinions are. But they say in practice, they will use their own towels up to 5 times.
Okay.
And then when they did studies on it, they said it's basically fine to use a towel up to 3 times.
Okay.
Is the science they
That reminds
concluded.
me, I gotta wash my towels.
Yeah, yeah. All right, next card is going to be good gift for a partner, bad gift for a partner. This is a custom card submitted to us on our Discord. Link in bio if you want to submit your own
Don't
cards.
use towels.
See them on stream.
Spaghetti's an air dryer.
Yeah, known fact.
I call him Jimmy Air Dryer.
100% on the one time for towel side lol. All right, 3 cards remaining. Good gift for a partner, bad gift for a partner, custom card from our Discord. Flynn sent 2 GGs. Thank you so much, Flynn. 2 to 3 times for some people is a week. You know, Dr. Facilier, that's fair. I'm assuming people are showering daily when I give those numbers. Good gift for a partner, bad gift for a partner. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. We gotta give Austin a clue to get him with the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay, all right. This is an interesting one, okay. Closing up the board, Austin, you may look.
All right.
Is that Ned Flanders? I have absolutely no clue which one of us you've been talking about, Mike.
Ned. You know who Ned Flanders is?
Roughly. Yeah, I thought he had short hair though. All right, doing some hints here. I liked just I think Flowers is a good one.
Flowers. Okay.
Ned Flanders has a huge mustache.
Yeah. I think it's kind of specific who the Ned Flanders is here. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I guess I haven't seen old Ned in a while. Also, Kara's homemade present. It's an interesting one.
All right. Okay, we're teetering pretty close to really good.
And
I'm on the right side.
yeah, you're on the right side. And final one from Bjerger, their favorite chocolates.
All right. So I definitely think it's pretty far down. These are classic gifts. Classic gifts that you give to your partner. They love them. They love them. I don't know if it's maxed out. I don't know what maxed out would be for me, but like I think it's definitely pretty dang close to being the best. I think just because they're classics. Homemade gifts. That's you put time and effort into it. That's a sweet gesture. Chocolate, or was it chocolates?
It was their favorite chocolates.
Favorite chocolates. That's a classic. Everyone loves chocolate except if you don't like chocolate. And then flowers. It's a classic. It's a sweet thing. They smell nice unless you get bad flowers that smell like bad stuff. Then they smell like poop, and that's kind of mean.
I got you the poop flowers.
I got you the poop flowers. But I think if you're getting someone not the poop flowers, I think that it would be pretty good. I'm gonna lock in there.
Locked in there. Good gift for a partner, bad gift for a partner. Let's see how we did. Whoo, very nice. That is a 4. That is in fact a 4.
They call me Jimmy 4.
They call him Jimmy 4, getting all these 4s. Holy moly. Well, you all might be confused why Austin is updating the score to say 16 instead of 17 if I said we scored a 4. Well, in this game mode, a 4 is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack and it extends the game. We would have been at 2 cards remaining, but now because that 4 worth 3 points, we're at 3 cards remaining. Very nice. Great hints. But why does a 4 count as a 3?
But why?
Why? You know, the scientists haven't figured that out yet. All right, here's an interesting one. This is a custom card that was submitted to us by Buff Garfield. Made for everyone, made for a specific demographic.
I don't mind that.
It's an interesting
Also,
one.
I just realized you went twice. You gave the hits twice.
Oh, shit.
I didn't want to say anything. I realized that when you were spinning, I was like, I'm just gonna let it ride.
Okay, you can just, like, bite me next time. Apologies.
We're spinning the board.
Made for everyone, made for a demographic.
This is a thinker. This is a thinker. Maybe. Okay, there we go. And we're opening the board. We're re-spinning the board. This is what we're looking for, this blue 4. We're going from made for everyone, made for a demographic. We gotta give Mark a hint, now we'll get him on that there blue 4. Closing the board is closed. All right. Okay. I like beekeeper outfit.
Beekeeper
It's a
outfit.
thinker.
Okay, I think that's made for a pretty specific demographic, being beekeepers.
I saw a beard trimming kit.
Beard trimming kit. Okay, that's also made for a pretty specific demographic, being people with beards. But both beekeepers and people with beards, I guess, are somewhat large demographics.
Gaff tape.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, son of a bitch. All right. All right. Ah, that's... Gaff tape is used by not just filmmakers. It's also used in stage work, according to Dr. Facilier, and probably other people found some use for it.
I use it.
You use it?
Yeah.
Really? What for?
I patch up if an amp has ripped Tolex, which is like the covering for an amp. I'll use gaff tape just as a
Okay, well, that's still like
quick
stage
little
work.
fix. Not really, but okay.
Oh, okay.
It's not on a stage when I'm putting it on.
Never mind. Yo, Jillian sent a heart me. Thank you so much. And Hannah sent a squirrel. Thank you. That'll take me up a little bit then, since I was talking nonsense about that stage work. People with beards. Lots of people have beards. Beekeeper's outfit. I gotta take it down a little bit for beekeeper's outfit. Who's wearing that besides the demographic of beekeepers? But anyone can be a beekeeper, so it's very open.
We got a heart me.
demographic.
We got 2 heart me's.
Yo, Jillian and Sofinator sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, I think I'm gonna lock in here. I think this is pretty far to a made for a demographic side.
All right.
As a mechanic, I use it too, says Isabel. Really?
Mechanic, huh?
Gaff tape, best tape.
Gaff tape is best tape.
I do like gaff tape. I've got a roll.
Jimmy Crunch Bar?
Jimmy Crunch Bar.
Holy.
All right.
Let's see how we did.
You ready?
Yep. I'm scared. Yo! Okay, that's better than I thought we did. That is better than I thought I did.
Solid 3.
Woo! Very nice. That is a 3, bringing us to a score of 19. Oh shit, you just killed Jimmy 6. Wow, I didn't even notice that face was there.
I think I talked you out of, like, I think you ticked it up too much after I said that I use gaff tape.
That's fair. Hi, Mark and Austin. How are you? Hello, Kirsten. We're doing good. As a construction person, I use the tape a lot. Interesting. We are down to 2 cards remaining. For the mechanics and construction workers who use gaff tape, what's the application that you use gaff tape over, say, like, you know, duct tape or scotch tape? And how'd you find out about it? Ask Board Ghost. You're gonna do something close to that. How do you feel about rough smooth?
That could work.
It'll do.
While you spin the board, though, I'm gonna use the little boys room.
Okay, understandable.
I drink a lot of fluids, fellas.
Yeah. Give me your mic.
No, I'm bringing it in.
Okay.
I'm putting it right next to the toilet.
Am I late to the stream? No, we started about 30 minutes ago. Gaff tape isn't a secret, says Dr. Vacilia. I'm aware it's not a secret, but the thing is, when I was trying to find it when I was younger, like it was actually impossible to find unless I went to like a B&H, like film specific website. I know a lot of chefs that use gaff tape. Wow, really? What's the application? Like taping pancakes together? Rough to smooth. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I'm showing the board while Augie is in the bathroom. Use it for taping down wires. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Becky. Good to see ya. Can you give the 9 a top hat? Austin's belt putting Marks to shame. Dude, Austin has the best belts in existence. If you get a glimpse of Austin's belt when he stands up. Sent to heart me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna add a little top hat to the 9 as per request. Let's see. Don't tell Austin. Don't tell Austin. It's gonna be a secret. All right. Shade that in. There we go. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Rough to smooth. I'm going to close up the board. Thanks, that means something to me. What is Corey doing at IHOP tonight? Taping pancakes. Yeah, Corey's got a big roll of gaff tape. He's taping pancakes together. It's a real health and safety issue. Somebody in chat said that they know a chef that uses gaff tape, which I thought was interesting.
Interesting.
Rough to smooth. All right. I like Allie's hint of denim.
Denim. Okay.
Rough to smooth. Let's see. That's it. That's a weird one. Okay, Kirsten says mashed potatoes.
Okay.
That's a solid one. Denim, mashed potatoes, and the last one will be, how do you say his name again?
Helenoshka.
Helenoshka says stones.
Stones. Stones.
That's a good one. Stones, denim, mashed potatoes.
All right. Depends on the stones, depends on the denim, and depends on the potatoes. Man,
JD sent to heart me. Thank you so much, JD.
I think that might be a tad close to the middle, but it's not. I mean, but mashed potato. Let me ponder here. Let me think about these taters. I love taters.
Of course. Of course.
I think taters are kind of rough, but taters themselves are rough. Then mashed potatoes, they kind of get soft, but because they're, I guess they're not really smooth though. They're kind of lumpy. Mm-hmm. Now that I've thought about that, and then denim is rough. Broadly, I think I have had some like smooth denim.
Nothing rough about a mashed potato.
Nothing rough. Man, mashed potatoes throwing me because it's like they can be pretty smooth.
Hello, Liv. Good to see you.
And then a stone can be pretty smooth, but it can also be kind of rough.
It can. It's tricky.
It's taking me back to about the middle, but I think it's kind of rough.
Stone, denim, and mashed potatoes are your hints. Is that your placement?
You know what? It is.
Mashed potatoes, they're coarse and rough and get everywhere. IDK and Selena sent 5 squirrels. Thank you so much. Thank you. Rough to smooth. Let's see how we did. This is a tough one.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, it was mirrored. It was kind of mirrored from where you had it.
Yeah.
The logic being, it's like, yeah, there's like chunks in mashed potatoes, but I think for the most part, if you run your finger along it, it's more like smooth, but with chunks.
Okay.
And then denim, I can see denim being rough. It kind of feels sandpapery.
Yeah. I get it, but it depends on the denim, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. When I think of denim, I'm not thinking of like a soft fabric.
Yes, that is fair. And stone, yeah, you can get some damn smooth stones. Well, that means the score is not going to change. It's going to remain at 19. So we are now down to our last
you put a hat
card.
on, fella.
I did, yes. It was requested by chat. Down to our last card of this round. We will be doing another one after this. Do not fret, do not worry. This is our last chance to score and take down Jimmy 19 over there.
I got some more squirrels.
Yo, Dr. Cillier sent 69 squirrels. Holy moly.
Nice!
Adding to the squirrel army. Alright. And our last card is going to be comedy to drama. Chefs use the tape on food containers to write the dates and also to make the kitchen zones clear. That makes a lot of sense, Molly, because gaff tape is notoriously easy to write on, at least compared to duct tape. Yeah, would you agree, Board Ghost?
Yeah, with a Sharpie, pens are better for console tape. different kind of tape.
I'm using the full hand. I'm getting grip on there.
But it black, says Dr. Cillier. Gaff tape comes in all different colors.
You can get any color you want.
Yeah, my gaff tape's pink, actually. I use neon pink gaff tape. Here is pink gaff tape. Here is black gaff tape.
Now you know.
Now you know. The pink's not good for taping down wires.
One more big spin, and we're opening the board. This is what we're looking for. This blue 4 right here. It's comedy to drama. Can we give Mark a hint that will get him to that there blue 4? We shall see. Closing the board. The board is closed. You can look.
Woo.
All right.
The gaff tape.
All
Right
right.
over there.
I'm gonna say Star Wars.
Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not specifically episode 4 or anything of Star Wars as a whole.
Star Wars as a whole.
That's pretty in the middle, right? It has lots of comedy moments, has lots of things I laugh and goof about. They fly now, but at the end of the day, most of the individual stories are supposed to be dramas. It's a space opera.
Oedipus Rex.
Oedipus Rex. God, I feel like I remember that name. I cannot put my finger on that, though.
You know, and people are yelling at me. People are screaming. I'll say Love Island. I don't even know what that is, but I'll say it. Mark probably doesn't know what it is either, but you guys are screaming it.
Love Island. Let me do a quick Google of that. I might know it, but I don't think so. Love Island television series. It's Love Is Blind. Now I want Love Island. Love Island. Oh, British reality. That's why we don't know it. We need American shows. But looking at it, I feel like I've seen some clips of this. This looks like what they parodied in the zipline skit on I Think You Should Leave. So
You're too rough on the ropes.
you're pulling them down.
You're pulling them down.
This is gonna take me back towards comedy because Love Island, the objective is to find love. It's dramatic, but people aren't watching it for the drama. There is Love Island USA. Interesting. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Maxed out comedy. Funniest shit I've ever seen. I think it's gonna be a little bit towards drama because I don't know what Oedipus Rex is.
So it is a very famous Greek tragedy.
Sorry, so I heard Rex and I was thinking like Digimon dinosaurs, so probably in the wrong mindset. Is that where like Oedipus as like that Oedipus comes from?
That Oedipus, yeah.
Oh, the ending to that, you know, kinda was a little funny. It's a little funny. It's a little goofy, silly. I'm gonna say this is in the middle, but slightly towards drama. These are all shows that are meant to be dramatic, but we find humor in. I'm gonna take it about this far to the drama side and lock in here.
All right.
Rex like king. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're opening the board.
Ooh, wow.
People said that they watched Love Island for the drama.
What the hell's wrong with you? What do you mean for the drama?
But fellas, it's reality TV. It is stupid.
I think those shows are hilarious. I think the drama, even like the drama within the shows, is inherently comedic drama. Do you cry when watching those shows typically? Are they like big tearjerkers? Interesting. It's honestly comedic drama. Yeah, that was my opinion. Alright, well, that was our last card, meaning the score for this round, we'll do another round of Wavelength after this. Our score is going to be 19. The 19 with the hat. Meaning it's time for me to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook to see how we did.
That's what I like to see.
I personally cried watching Love Island US. Okay, I mean, I guess I can't judge it if I haven't seen it. Like, the only thing I've seen, I saw 1.5 episodes of Love Is Blind, and I thought that one was quite comedic, personally. Just a bunch of people fighting over boyfriends and girlfriends.
I mean, I think that the problem is the only kind of relation Mark has to it is the zipline sketch from I Think You Should Leave. So I think him saying that it's a little comedic is not that far off.
Yeah, that's fair. You have to understand my perspective of that. I think you should leave is the only skit that I know referencing it. Yo, Dr. Facilier sent 4 more squirrels. Thank you so much. Well, how do we do? According to the creators of Wavelength, how we did for scoring a 19 in a cooperative mode, the message we get is you're on the same ... Wavelength. Woo!
You got the title card.
The audio didn't trigger. That's weird.
Oh well.
That's strange. Huh. But yes, woo! On the same wavelength! Very nice! Reality TV drama is like high school drama.
So,
I agree.
So silly.
It's funny to watch, but it's not meant to be. Okay, alright, that's fair. Sometimes it's cringy drama. Do you consider cringy drama to be different from comedic drama? Because I think the cringe is what makes it comedic. I don't know. These are interesting perspectives to consider. I don't think there's bad hints. It's just I didn't fully understand what we were doing. Deepest, darkest Peru.
The deepest, darkest Peru.
Oh yeah, Bo was saying I got my juice box. I'm ready for story time. While Chad explains the plot of Paddington to Mark, and they're saying it opens in dark Peru. Have you guys played Betrayal at the House on the Hill? If so, thoughts. Thanks. I really love that game. We have played.
Love that game.
We have played it many times. I think it is one of Board Ghost's favorite games.
I've never played it.
Sure
Really?
is.
Nope.
We'll have to play it next time we do a game night. It's not a game we've ever played on stream. Eventually, we'd like to do it, but it would take a lot to incorporate that game into a streamable format. But Board Ghost really likes it because it is a cooperative game. We work together up until the haunt happens. Yo, Merritt sent a heart me. I'm gonna keep from forgetting it.
Thank you, Helenochka.
Helenochka sent a heart me and a rose. Thank you so much. You're very lucky. Olsen can read Russian. Betrayal is a ton of fun. Good evening, says Merritt. Good evening.
Good evening.
We're about to start again. 7 new cards. 7. The score to beat is 19. And this is a custom card from one of our Halloween specials. Last Die in a Horror Movie, First Die in a Horror Movie. Yo, Mora D sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Your homework is to watch Paddington by next stream.
I think he's gonna do that.
That's tomorrow. Let's see. Am I giving a hint? No, I did the placement for Love Island. So, okay, I am giving a hint.
Yes, you are giving that.
Merritt sent to cheer you up. Thank you, Merritt. Thank you. We needed that after ending with a big miss.
Sometimes you whiff, sometimes you hit. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
This gives me Brooke and Jubal, where the man in the back randomly butts in. I'm actually not familiar with that, but that is funny. Y'all look like Rhett and Link in a diff timeline. We're actually their stunt doubles.
Yeah, we're not very good.
Yeah, no.
We've been out of work for a while, but we're hoping they call back.
Last Die in a Horror Movie, First Die in a Horror Movie. This 4 right here is what we are aiming for. This 4 is the target. Need to think. This is vibes based. Is this the type of person who's going to be first or last or somewhere in the middle to die in a horror movie?
Vibe based.
Mark's homework is to finish the other room, finish the videos he's behind on, buy a new belt, and pick up Corey from IHOP.
Yeah, have you bought a new belt?
Austin, you may look. And, not yet. I mean, I have a different belt that's not falling apart, but I haven't bought a new one yet. Let's see. This is an interesting one. Okay, here's an interesting one from Jess. Jason, as in presumably Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
Another one I will give you. Let's see, Last Die in a Horror Movie, First Die in a Horror Movie. The Killer's Mom. That's an interesting one from Dr. Facilier.
The Killer.
The Killer. And last one, Mitch says Austin, not Mark.
Okay.
So interpret that how you will.
So, I think it'd be Last to Die. I think this is the first time where I feel like this is on the Last to Die side. I feel like it's always First to Die. Jason, I haven't seen all of. I saw like a lot of the really bad Jason movies because they were on Netflix for a while, but like not the first couple. It was only the bad ones. So that's all I've seen. I know he doesn't die in the movies really. He's rarely vanquished. I think he does die, but that's like at the end, and then the killer's mom. Depends on how weird the mom is.
Sorry, just read Becky's Leonard from Big Bang Theory. I don't know if that's a good hint, but...
I mean, he's never died. So, I think it's about there. Yeah, I'm going to say, I feel...
So the hints are you, specifically not me.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees and the killer's mom.
Believe it or not, I've never been in a horror movie scenario. I've never been fighting for my life from vile beings. So I definitely, but I think I would hope I don't die.
Sorry. Bella points out they may have been talking about Jason Derulo, not Jason Voorhees.
Well, if that's the case, then nice. But I don't think Jason dies a lot, and when he does die, he's back. But he's like the last thing to die, because then without that, that's like, what's the point of the movie? The killer's mom.
Your mama.
Your mama. I don't think she dies very early, and I think probably is one of the last people to die. If I'm thinking of any movies that has a killer's mom who's nefarious and would be in the film to be murdered. Normally, I mean, I feel like the mom is normally pretty nefarious, like Jason's mother. I know that she's a brigand.
She's up to some sketchy stuff.
And then me, man, I don't know, man. Why did you pick that one?
I thought it was a good one.
You
I
know
thought it was
what?
a fine one.
It's up there. I'm locking in. I think it's pretty high.
Locked in. Honorable mention, one I saw a little bit late, was the fake out villain, which I thought was a really good one. It was actually kind of my logic with Jason. Let's see it. Oh, yeah, it was a chunk in the middle. Yeah, the reason I went with Jason Voorhees, it's been a long while since I've seen Friday the 13th, but typically there's a moment where they do a fake out where they think they have killed him.
Okay.
Where they put him through something that by all logic should have killed Jason, and they think, oh, they're scot-free, but then he's back for a final climax round 2, taking out a bunch of people.
Yeah, but he's not dead then.
Yeah,
He didn't die.
Being killed. So, you know, I may have been stretching it a little bit. But that was a tough one. That was a hard one. I thought those were good hints.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah. All right, we are down to 6 cards remaining. 6 cards remaining. The score to beat is 19. Let's see. Eek. Gonna do hard to sit on, easy to sit on?
What? No.
Okay, fair enough. Talent to skill.
No, I hate them.
Okay. Powerless to powerful.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Next card is going to be powerless to powerful. Austin's going to ends this time.
I'm spinning the board. Bella would like to buy a crustacean.
I think we could acquire a crustacean.
This is the blue 4 we're looking for. It is powerless to powerful. We got to give Mark a hint. That'll get him on that there blue 4. So we can get a before. So we can get 3 points and we can add a card. You can look. All right. Let's see. Let's see here.
I'll say neither of us have seen Arcane. I saw Arcane a few hints ago as well. We have not seen that show. I've heard good things about it.
Okay. Mustard.
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 That's a oppressing flavor. That does feel powerful when I eat some mustard. It overwhelms the dog that it's on.
The DeWalt cordless impact.
All right. This is starting to feel like an advertisement. We got the mustard, the DeWalt wireless.
I'll say vice president.
Vice president. Okay. I mean, JD Vance couldn't even find a family in Greenland to do a photo shoot with him. That being said, he did use his evil mind powers to kill the Pope. Somebody pointed out that over 1 million prayers was not enough to undo 17 minutes with JD Vance. Imagine all the people praying for the Pope. Vice President, they're a pretty powerful guy. They affect our country. Mustard, very overwhelming flavor. Powerless drill, or cordless drill, sorry. That's also very powerful. This isn't Zeus. This isn't the sun or supernova or a nuke. Like, a nuke's probably here. So I need to take it up a good bit to account for all the nonsense that wasn't said. We're talking about mustard. How powerful is mustard? Vice President's pretty powerful. Mustard's not that powerful. Cordless drill is gonna put me about here.
All right.
I'm gonna lock in.
All right. All right.
First couch is now the Pope. Nothing is safe from JD.
All right.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then reveal.
Yo!
I didn't even mean to like let it open and just did it on its own.
Let's go! Holy moly, we gotta thank JD for that one.
Thank you, JD Vance.
Yeah, that thank you he's been asking for. There it is. Cordless to wall impact, not drill. SMH. Sorry, Mitch, my bad. But why is a 4 only worth 3? What a great question. Well, in this game mode, a 4, what we scored, is only worth 3 points. Why? It's because instead the benefit is we take another card and we add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 5 cards remaining, but because of this 4, worth 3 points, we are instead at 6 cards remaining. Very nice. Son of a bitch.
I'll get your hand movements down a pack next time.
I'll start doing them consistently again, because I used to do it pretty exact. This is a custom card from Dr. Facilier. This is going to be phone call to text message. This is a custom card submitted to us in our Discord. Link in bio if you'd like to join. Do you not like this card?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just staring at them.
Alright, phone call to text message, as in a type of communication that should be a phone call or should be a text message. You guys have no idea how powerful English mustard is. Really? I'll be curious to check that out, because I like a powerful mustard.
I like the zing and the zang.
Isn't there a saying about the power of a mustard seed? I don't know.
Dang on mustard seed, man. Dang on.
I dare you to get some Coleman's mustard for a dare. Okay, I'll check it out. Yo, Bjorn Andrescu sent a heart me. Thank you so much. Thank you. This 4 right here, Bjorn Andreas is probably how that's pronounced.
Come on, man.
Phone call to text message. Should be a phone call or should be a text message. Custom card from Dr. Facilier, submitted to us in our Discord if you want to join and submit your own custom cards. I'll probably update them again right after stream. Closing up, Austin, you may look.
I'm looking.
Ooh, I saw a great one. Doctor test results.
Okay.
Yes. Another one from Molly, being fired.
Okay.
And let's see, final one, pregnancy announcement from Cupcake.
So my cardiologist refuses to just text me or like leave me a message whenever I get my tests done. So I think that's definitely a phone call. Being fired, I've never been fired, believe it or not. But I think that's definitely like, I feel like that's more of a in-person thing.
Yeah, honestly, neither.
But I think that's definitely up there. And then pregnancy, you shouldn't be texting. And I feel like that's like, you know, you probably should be like, oh my God, I'm pregnant over the phone.
Hey Ma, got knocked up.
Hey Ma, got a bun in the oven. What's for dinner? You know,
you're cooking for 2 now.
I think it's definitely high, but I don't think it's maxed out.
I've gotten all 3 of those texts before. Oh my, I'm
That
sorry,
sucks.
Bryn. Jeez.
All right. We're locked in.
Locked in there.
About the same as the last time, but we'll see.
Hey mom, ... I mean grandma. That goes hard. All right, phone call, text message. Let's see how we did. Woo! Very nice. That is a 3. Damn. It sacrificed a funny bone, but that is in fact a 3. Very nice. Very nice. Mary says there is never an acceptable reason to not use there's never an acceptable reason to use the phone and not text. I'm a mother who found out my daughter was pregnant over Facebook. I was not happy. I would not be happy either, Anita. Sheesh.
That's how my friend announced that he had a kid on the way, just on Facebook. He didn't tell anyone, he just on Facebook. I was like, ooh, that's a decision.
That's very interesting. Well, speaking of, our next card is going to be Unforgivable to Forgivable. We are down to 5 cards remaining. Our objective is to beat 19. See how we can do it. Saruman says, such neat handwriting. Indeed, it looks nice.
Spinning the board. Board is being spun. And then... This is the blue 4 we are looking for. We're going from unforgivable to forgivable. We gotta give Mark a hint that will get him to place the dial on that there blue 4. I believe in us. Closing the board. Board is closed. You can look.
Woo! Unforgivable to forgivable.
All right. Let's see. I saw burned dinner.
Burned dinner.
Yeah.
I think that's quite forgivable.
Eating the last donut.
That's mostly forgivable. I really like donuts though. And what if it's Homer's soul donut from the Treehouse of Horror episode? It'd be pretty
And then I'll
messed up.
say, not holding the door open.
That's a dick move. Here's the thing, it's forgivable to not hold the door open for someone, but like, they might remember it, you know?
Yeah.
They might remember like, oh, this is
And you're never getting in the door after that.
They're gonna like weld that door shut next time you're coming through. This is very, very forgivable. It's not gonna be maxed out forgivable, because you would say, I don't know, like walking past someone. But yeah, these are all things that are very inconsiderate. Eating the last donut, not holding the door open for someone. Burning dinner, I mean, you can't help that. That's whatever.
It's the last donut though.
It's the last donut though. I'm gonna take it up just cause like, damn dude, I like donuts. And if I was saving that last donut, I would be pissed. I would be damn pissed if somebody ate it. I love donuts so much. They're my favorite like pastry-esque thing. I'm gonna lock in right here. Not knowing Paddington. You see, Dr. Sully, nobody's forgiven me for that yet.
That would have been a good hint. You're way too forgiving.
Whoa, really? Burning dinner? The burning dinner is getting me because I'm like, for the most part, like, it's just an honest mistake. You know, people can't help that.
Yeah, but what if it was a really, like, nice dinner? And you were really looking forward to it.
And you spent like a shit ton of money on a turkey and they burn it.
Yeah, big turkey.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I was a little biased on the food ones. Well, we are now down to 4 cards remaining with a score of 6. Once again, the score to beat is 19. Here's another fun one. This is another custom card. Spin to us by Mary. Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison.
This would be nice to actually play this card because last time we played it, we just said like the wrongest answer imaginable.
Oh yeah, we're doing a speed round.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys are having fun watching, if you've been enjoying the game, want to see more, or stick around for some code names, feel free to give us a follow. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, it allows us to keep making the show for y'all. The follows are why we do it, and the community. All right, this 4 right here is the target. Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. Following already. Thank you, Mitch Mitch. Just in case you forgot, though, or unfollowed. The reminders are just for Mitch Mitch.
Just for Mitch Mitch. Mitch Mitch frequently just unfollows just for the hell of it.
Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. Okay. All right. Man, there are some interesting answers to consider with this one. It's not me, I swear, says Mary in YouTube. Closing it up. Also, you may look. Bryn sent to heart me. Thank you so much. Belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. Here's a really interesting one from Sam. Textbooks.
Okay.
Dr. Soleil says, I don't believe in following. Mary in YouTube, not the Mary from the card, allegedly, it says scissors.
Okay.
And the last one I'll give you.
Oh my god.
Holy moly, Bryn sent a corgi. Thank you so much. Last one I'll give you from Addison is drinking fountain.
Drinking fountain.
So scissors,
All right.
drinking fountain, textbooks.
Scissors should not be in a prison. But textbooks and drinking. So a textbook could definitely be in a prison because they do have schools in prison. And then drinking fountains, I feel like they have drinking fountains in prisons. The scissors just throw me off because I don't know if they should have them. You can get, they could do some damage. So,
Sorry, so, somebody say prisoners, which is funny. It's like, oh, do they belong in this school?
yeah. Scissors just throw me off because I'd say that's like, that shouldn't not be in prison. You could, but
Whoa.
drinking fountain, I feel like drinking fountain would be here because it's like, fellas gotta drink. And then textbook would probably be like here because like, I'm gonna take it down to about halfway there. It's not maxed out. Maxed out school would be student.
Yes.
Perhaps a Elmer's glue stick. So, I'm gonna say there.
Locked in?
Yeah, sure.
Honorable mention from Dr. Cillier, drug dealers. Let's see, it belongs in a school, belongs in a prison. You got it! You got it! Dr. Cillier firmly believing that drug dealers mostly belong hanging around in schools. That is a 3.
I knew my fair share.
Very nice. Is the card where you'd find these or where they should be? Well, it says belongs, so I think it should be. Dolly. Yeah, so my logic with this one is I don't really know if they have like traditional water fountains just in prison.
I've never been to prison.
Yeah.
I have been in a prison before.
But
I wasn't looking for water fountains.
Yeah, I definitely don't associate it
I was looking
with the
for
prison.
sprinkler valves.
Yes, which were not leading to the water fountain.
No.
So it's like it reasonably could be there. I don't really know if they have rules against it, but you associate it with it being in a school.
Yeah.
And then textbooks as well, but you have to consider the prison library where they have law books. So yeah, that was good. Solid 3. Thank you, Mary, for the card. That one's always a lot of fun. And we are down to 3 cards remaining.
Did we not add a card or 4?
It was a 3.
It was a.
You can inspect it if you want.
Oh yeah. I'll say it was 3. Whatever. Okay. Sure.
Understandable. All right, our next card. Wow, a lot of custom cards coming up today in the randomizer. Should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. This is a custom card from Country Mozart.
All right, let's do this one again.
Yes. So somebody said, don't forget to like. Let me check real quick to see if we have a Price is Wrong set up for tonight. I need to see if Corey left us with one. Let's see. That's not right. All right, we do. We have Price is Wrong. We have Price is Wrong tonight. 100,000 likes on TikTok. We will be doing Price is Wrong. It's like the Price is Right, except we're going to be trying to guess copper in a bottle or chopper in a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, very nice. We're gonna have to figure out the price of that one if we get 100,000 likes on TikTok
Let's
tonight.
hope Corey did his due diligence and didn't put any of my submissions in.
Oh, hopefully not.
I sent Corey a lot of submissions. That is the only thing I message Corey on Discord. It's just nothing but
Did you send him Chopper in a bottle?
I didn't send him that.
Oh, you know what? It's a spaghetti special. All of these were from Spaghetti
Okay.
Supreme.
We love a spaghetti special. This is should record an audiobook, should not record an audiobook. We're looking for that blue 4. We got to give Mark a hint that'll get him to place the dial right on that blue 4. I'm putting the board down. The board is getting close. The board is closed. I like this. Jennifer Coolidge.
Do not record an audiobook. No. I do not like the commercials she's in at all. Pretty close to maxed out, to be honest.
Mark Ruffalo.
The Hulk?
Yes.
I guess I don't really have any opinions on Mark Ruffalo.
I saw people say me, so I'll say me.
You?
Yes.
But you should record an audiobook, Austin. You'd be great at it. And Mark Ruffalo, I wouldn't mind at all. But Jennifer Coolidge? I
She
would...
wants a hot dog real bad. I want a hot dog real bad.
I would fucking kill myself.
She was in the Minecraft
I can't
movie.
say that. I can't say that on
She was in the
Talk
Minecraft
Talk.
movie.
Was she? Did she play all the villagers?
No.
Did she go, eh?
She hit a villager with her car.
What? Are you joking? Okay.
People keep trying to sue me because I hit them with my Jeep Grand Cherokee.
I mean, I like Mark Ruffalo. His voice is fine. I don't have any preferences on his voice one way or another. I think you'd do good at reading an audiobook. But, okay, you're not classically trained in voice acting. Mark Ruffalo can sound a little bit over-exasperated at times. And Jennifer Coolidge is the worst. She should be down here. But to account for the others, I'll take it up this much. And I'll lock in right here. Katy Perry, the famous astronaut.
All right.
Jennifer Coolidge.
I think Jennifer Coolidge would be funny. And I feel like in the ad she is like over exaggerating, like how she talks.
Okay.
It's like a Gilbert Gottfried and a Christopher Walken kind of scenario. Like she's really annoying when she's like trying to be annoying. But I feel like she's got a good enough voice that would be a decent audio. It would be a funny audiobook.
Mitch sent 5 squirrels. Thank you so much. So here's the thing. The thing I'm usually on the side of like the Gilbert Gottfried voices being like funny and it's like entertaining. The thing with Jennifer Coolidge is every time I hear her voice, all I can think of are those commercials.
Okay.
The fucking cashback commercials. And listening to an audiobook would be like 4 hours of me being reminded of nothing but commercials for whatever the hell she sells.
How would you feel about Christopher Walken doing one?
I think that would be amazing. Christopher Walken would probably push me too far to the should record side. I mean, honestly, yeah, kind of middling. Who's the guy with the raspy voice we were just talking about?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Gottfried is probably a fine answer.
Okay.
But yeah, I was biased by those damn commercials. Like, it would feel like the Liberty Mutual guy reading an audiobook in the exact cadence that he does the Liberty Mutual commercials. All right, we are down to 2 cards remaining. Matthew Mercer would be amazing. Well, of course.
Who would have thought a voice actor would be really good in audiobooks?
Actually, it said Mercier. I don't know if that's a different person. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Our next card is going to be... Do you want to do artisanal to mass-produced? We can do a different one.
Let's do a different one. I feel like people don't get this one as well as they could.
Action movie, adventure movie?
No, I hate that one. With
Okay.
a burning passion.
Happen slowly, happen suddenly?
Oh man, I should have just gone with the first one.
Okay. Unforgivable, forgivable?
No, we
we
already
already
did
did that one. Unsexy color, sexy color?
Sure.
Alright, we're doing it! Unsexy color, sexy color! Yo, Laura Lapina sent a heart me and 2 s'mores. Thank you so much, Laura. Was trying to offset Jennifer Coolidge with Matt Mercer. Yeah. That probably would have done it, to be honest. Unsexy color, sexy color. Interesting. We're about to find out Austin's type, Austin's color type. Let's see, this 4 right here is what we are aiming for. The card is unsexy color, sexy color. This is overly subjective. Molly, most of this game is overly subjective.
The whole point of the game is to be subjective.
No, that's why I usually say that this game is kind of more luck and random than people realize. It's because it's so completely subjective. Austin, you may look.
Yeah, I feel like you got a soul read for this one. Like you got to know who you're like, giving clues for.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with a purple.
Purple.
Hit you with a purple. Next one, I'm going to hit you with dark red. And final one, I'm going to give you unsexy color, sexy color. Oh, here's an interesting one, Kelsey Weasel. Charcoal gray.
Charcoal.
So you got dark red, charcoal gray, and purple.
I like purple. I like dark red. Charcoal gray. It's kind of. It can be appealing. I don't think it's maxed out. I think it's maybe about there. This is just vibes. I'm thinking.
Solely vibes.
Solely vibes. Dark red. I like dark red. Purple. Purple's nice. Guess it depends on the shade of purple, but I think purple broadly is good.
Purple is the answer. Lock in purple, says Country Mozart.
And then I'll say charcoal gray.
Charcoal gray?
Those are good colors.
Rhett and Link, no, we are their stunt doubles. Unsexy color, sexy color, locked in right here. Purple, dark red, and charcoal gray. Oh, it's a bit too sexy. I may have been pushing it. That's still 2 though. We were still on the target.
Oh, we got 2. Okay.
I may have been pushing it with dark red.
Dark red threw me.
Because I've always said that the reds are the very sexy colors.
Yeah.
I've always said that. But it wasn't with an adjective like wine red or like a deep red or like even burgundy or maroon or anything like that. So I'm like, well, dark red is the most generic version of those sexy red colors, which is why I gave it. But then as soon as I said, like, that was a mistake. Love to know where navy sits for Austin. It was so polarizing for Mark. I didn't like navy. And for this placement, Dr. Cillier says J.D. Vance's eyes. I don't know if I would have gotten
navy
that.
blue. I think. I don't know. I don't think that really gets me going one way or the other.
It's like a middling answer.
It's a middling. I think if someone can really get going with navy blue, but for the most part, I think it's middle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Standard shit.
Navy is middle, says Hans. Yeah, I push it towards the unsexy side because I don't like how black shirts become navy blue in the wash. It makes me mad.
What are you doing with your black shirts?
Overwashing them, apparently.
Okay.
1 card remaining. 1 card remaining in this round. I'm gonna go with snack to meal. I must say I've never considered a color sexiness. Well, that's what this game's good for. You're spinning out.
Yeah. Let's not have a repeat. I was gonna start biting.
I'm gonna take a chunk right out of my arm.
It is snack to meal. We're trying to give Mark something that'll get us on that blue 4. I'm putting the board down, closing the board. Board is closed. You can look. Cereal.
It's a breakfast meal.
Lunchable.
Oh, that's a meal. That's a meal. It ain't a big meal, but it is a meal. It's a little bit to the meal side.
Trying to see one more.
You ain't eating a Lunchable as a snack. No way, Jose. It's a full meal.
And then I'll say Trying to cheese dip.
Cheese dip. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's gonna bring me a bit towards snack then. Cereal, you can eat that as a snack, but I mean, it is a full meal for breakfast. People eat it with just that. You usually put some other stuff on it though. Cheese dip, I mean, that's very much a snack. And a Lunchable, I've never seen anyone scarf down a full Lunchable, start to finish, all the little pouches for a snack. That's a full meal.
You should have seen me today.
That being said, it's not a common meal to see. So that's gonna take me up a bit from my original placement, but I think I'm gonna lock in right here. Do you even know what a Lunchable is? Yeah. You just slap a Lunchable in your kid's hand and be like, good luck, Buster, here's your lunch.
All right.
Mark, how much do you eat? I'm concerned. I do have to let you know, I really do not eat much. Last night was the first night in 3 years that I didn't bring home leftovers from a restaurant, because like, I don't eat much.
All right. Open the board.
Wow.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Okay, almost got there. Almost got there, not quite. That is a miss. Really? You're scarfing out on a Lunchable and it's like an almost snack?
Yeah. It's a snack.
What the hell?
And I don't think there's a lot of nutritional value in a Lunchable.
Oh, not
God damn, does it taste good?
I'll not be full for Lunchable. So yeah, my eating habit, which Board Ghost complains about all the time, and I'm sure you've witnessed, is whenever I go to a restaurant, I'll get a burger and fries, like the cheapest burger and fries, and then I'll eat all of the fries with like a side of ranch. I'll eat all the fries and then not touch my burger at all, and I'll be too full, and I'll take home an entire burger untouched in the to-go box every single time, because the fries are enough. And people look at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, well, the burger reheats, the fries don't.
That fair point.
And it's like I get 2 full meals because the fries fill me up, and I have the burger for a full separate meal. It always works for me. Mm-hmm. Fries, any potatoes, way too filling.
Last time we went to a restaurant, I saw you get a dessert.
Yes, I often do desserts as well. Alrighty, well, that was the last card for this round. There will be more gaming after this, do not worry. Answer the question based off other people. Lol. I can't put myself in the mindset of other people. I only have my own experiences. I do that, Mark, because the fries you eat fresh. Yes, exactly, Mary.
That's a good point.
Mary says preach it. Okay, all right, thank you. Well, it is time to pull out the official How to Play Wavelength rulebook to see how we did. We scored an 11 in this round. Not bad, not bad. So un-American to stop eating when full, lol. Wow. For an 11, the message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves is not bad, not great, but not bad.
Not great, not terrible. 1986.
Wow, indeed, indeed. So, Austin, I guess the question now is, do we want to do one more round of Wavelength, or do we want to switch on over to Codenames?
What are you thinking, Mark?
Don't know how much Codenames we want to play tonight. Kelsey Weasel saying Codenames, Wavelength please, Wake, Codenames, give me the ham, Codenames for me. I'm seeing a lot of Codenames. Do a poll.
Yeah, poll.
Okay, all right, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. We'll keep it fair.
Or we could watch Paddington on stream.
Or we could watch Paddington. Yes, please. Let's see, I need to delete some of these old polls. Create new. What to play?
What game to play, yes?
Wavelength or Codenames? The Codenames segments have been a little bit shorter the past few streams, so I would be down to jump over to it, or keep doing Wavelength if that's what people want to see. The poll has started. You have 1 minute on the clock. Let your voices be heard. What do you want to see us play next? Wavelength or Codenames? Codenames is a whole lot of fun if you have not played it before. The basic premise of the game is there are 25 words laid out on the board. One of us knows which belong to the blue team, which belong to the other teams. And our objective is our clue master will give us 1-word hints to connect some of these words on the board together. It is a whole lot of fun. I'm trying to see how to connect any of these on the board right now. If I were to say, I don't know, house for 3, I would be connecting three words on the board related to house. You might be thinking house as in house MD, who deals with organs. Big connection there. You could guess that. Or lawyer. If you're buying a house, you'd probably need a lawyer over in that.
Where's Corey?
Corey's at IHOP tonight. Ooh, the winner is Codenames.
Codenames.
Wow, that's the first time we've ever had Codenames as a winner when we did the poll.
You still gotta.
We had 4 votes for Wavelength on YouTube and 1 for Codenames.
Codenames won by one vote. One vote.
Now here's the kicker. If you include chat messages, there were 2 additional votes for Wavelength.
Shut up, Board Ghost.
All right.
Shut up, Board Ghost. Jeez.
Look, man, I'm trying to speak for the people. I want all of you in chat to remember this.
All right, we're doing Codenames.
Oh, says the dictator.
My friend bought round Codenames last week. We had so much fun. What is round Codenames?
Round.
Codenames.
Dude, I want to check out round Codenames.
They're all like
Is
balls.
it 2D or 3D? Are they balls or?
So we were going to do board 1. I'm pulling up board 2. This is an example board. Actually, I think people kind of know how to play. I don't know. Should we hop right into it, or do people need another explanation on the rules? Okay, we'll do a quick rundown of the rules once again. All right, we're playing Codenames. 25 words on the board. Some of these are going to belong to the blue team. That's what we are trying to discover. There are 9 blue cards that we are attempting to discover. Some belong to the red team. Those are bad. We want to avoid those. Some are a miss. And there's 1 singular assassin card that we have to avoid at all costs. It will kill us and ends the game. But how do we know which words to guess? Well, one of us, either me or Alston, is going to be the spy master. We have the answers. This stream deck right here reveals all the answers. Wow, how fancy, how cool. The little buttons, I press it and things reveal. Wow. But you guys can't see that, only we can. We are going to give you 1-word hints that connect some of these boards, or some of these words on the board together. So, just for example, if I were to say, let's see, can I connect any of these real fast? You have a different board than I do. If I were to say sailing for 3, that means there are 3 words on this board connected to the hint sailing. And now maybe the first one I was trying to connect was stowaway. If you guessed that, that would be correct. The objective is to find all 9 blue field agents. Maybe if you're sailing, you could use the moon to guide you. The moonlight. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but I was doing this very quickly. If you guessed the moon, that would also be correct. And maybe you're thinking, oh, freight, sailing. You're transporting material. It's kind of like a freight. If you guess that, ooh, that would be wrong. What happens when you guess one wrong? It ends the turn. Once the turn is ended, another red one is automatically revealed. So it doesn't matter if we end the turn by a miss or by getting a red. Another red one will always be revealed, and then you guys get a new hint. And you guys get a new hint to try to discover it. The score is based off how many red field agents are left off of the board. So you do not want any of these red field agents on the board at all. And yeah, that's how you play. Realistic clues, because Mark's clues are always a stretch. What's the game name? It is called Codenames. Whew. All right, and I will go first. I will be.
Where's my pencil? Where's my
your pencil?
utensil?
Board Ghost, could you get Austin a pencil?
Sharpie or something?
Sharpie, please.
Perhaps a pen.
So I'm going to generate a new board for us. This is now the actual board that we'll be playing off of. Those previous words gone, zip out of here. And I'm going to be thinking of clues to give you with this new board. Alston and you guys are going to be interpreting them to guess. Let's see. This is going to be an interesting one.
A thinker.
Yes. Yes. All right. I'm gonna try to come up with one quickly. Let's.
No, it's the fella.
Yo, Dr. Cillier showing off the custom on TikTok subscriber stickers, which is the little Miss fella. But the first hint that I'm gonna give you on a real board, so the stakes have now started. It's going to be Knight for 3.
Knight for 3.
There are 3 words on this board connected to the hint Knight, in my opinion.
Fellas, I'm thinking star. What are we thinking? I see one more star. I'll say star. Let's go star.
Star. That is a miss. I may have rushed to give that hint a little too fast
You
there.
motherfucker.
Yeah, all right, you guys can consider now that there are 3 words remaining on this board that I think are connected to Knight somehow. Isn't that interesting? Wow, says Mitch.
Wow.
Golly. All right, let's think of a better one. I'll take my time a little bit.
Yeah. Ponder a little bit.
Yeah, you can entertain chat for me.
I think flashlight is a contender. Bed is also a contender. Astronaut, I don't know. I feel like a bed is definitely. We're gonna say bed next. Oh yeah, reveal a red, by the way.
Oh, I had to reveal a red. Let's reveal bed.
Bed is not the one. Okay, fellas.
Yo, Sherry sent shiny air balloon. Holy moly, thank you so much. That was such a cool animation. Laura Lapina sent 2 friendship necklaces, and A sent a squirrel. Thank you so much.
Fellas, I'm at a loss now that bed's gone. Could be party. You have a party at night. You need a flashlight at night. Fireworks.
Yo, Mitch sent fireworks. Holy moly, thank you so much.
The hint was night, as in the time of day, not the chivalrous man. Bottle? I don't know if bottle is the right one. Xander eats applesauce every night at 10:32 p.m. All right.
All right, this is gonna be an interesting one. This is the best I got for you. Your hint is going to be Wild West
Wild
for
West.
3. Wild West.
Fellas, I think Hang is a contender for this one. Dice, because there's a lot of gambling and games.
Seeing some covers, some scorpions.
Scorpion, yeah. Let's say Scorpion.
Locked in?
Yep.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Very nice.
Let's go.
That is now 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered. You're in just Wild West for 3. You're still missing 3 from the previous hint, which was Night.
All right. Now, cover bottle. You know, I'm seeing people say bottle. Let's say bottle.
Bottle. It was not that one. It was not that one.
All right, fellas, I think Hang is a contender. Covered, because covered wagons. I did not see that till just now. Hang.
All right, it's time for me to reveal a red one.
Another red one.
I am going to reveal Implode. Implode belongs to the red team.
Implode. Good thing we weren't even considering that.
All right, it's never too late to have a big old comeback here.
Cover of night. That's a good point, eh? It could be a little bit of both. There were a lot of hangings. That's why I think Hang is definitely a contender for the Wild West.
Let's see. All right. So I got to be a little bit stupid with this, right?
Okay.
I got to be a little bit stupid, and we're gonna consider that. And we need to catch up. We really need to play some catch up here.
It'd be really impressive if this is like. Have we ever had a game where it's only red cards? We've never gotten a blue. I feel like that's impossible.
We have had one where it got an instantaneous assassin. We've had multiple with instantaneous assassin. And it's going to be Iron Curtain for Infinite.
Iron Curtain, okay. Iron Curtain. I think Czech could be one of them because the Czech Republic was within the Warsaw Pact, and that was the Iron Curtain. But I'm gonna say cover.
Cover? That is correct! Very nice, very nice. That is 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
We're on a winning streak. Let's say check.
Check. That is correct. That is correct. Very nice.
Let's say hang.
Hang. That is correct. You're on a roll. We're doing it. We're doing it. Comeback time.
Fellas. I've lost some momentum.
Okay. So you're considering one for a Wild Wild West for 3 and Night for 3.
I'm gonna say flashlight.
Flashlight. That is correct. That is 5. 5 of our 9 field agents discovered.
Round? Why round?
Wild West, Night, Iron Curtain for Infinite. You may have discovered all the ones from
Round
this to run out
table?
of.
That's I've seen it a lot. We're not gonna pass. We're gonna say dice.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct. Very nice.
All right.
There are only 3 remaining now. Holy.
I think we'll pass.
You'll pass? Alrighty. That means it is time for me to reveal a red one. Yo, A sent a goat. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm going to reveal lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
To the red team.
All right. You got to think of a good hint.
I do. 3 left. 3 blue field agents remaining. Okay.
I believe in you. I think you can connect them real well.
Yes. I am hoping so. This might be a little bit tough.
I believe in you. I've seen you win these. I feel like if it had anything to do with actual like knights, like men in shining armor, he would have said, he would have spelled it with a K. Nami. Feast. For I don't know. Midnight Feast. That's kind of a. I don't know. I don't know about that. Round of bullets. That does. What is a round of bullets? A round. That's a fair point.
All right, your next hint. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if we can do it. I don't know if we can, but we're gonna see. American Girl for 3.
American Girl. Think. Doll. We're just gonna say doll.
Doll locked in?
Yes.
That is correct.
Let's go.
That is nice. Very nice. 2 blue agents left.
Why Mary? Is Mary like a? Let's say Mary.
Mary?
Yep.
That is correct.
Oh.
That is correct. Very nice. We have 1 remaining. 1 singular field agent remaining.
Princess.
Princess. That is a miss.
That's at least it's not a red card.
It is not a red one. It is time for me to reveal a red one now.
It can be multiple.
Reveal
If it's a proper noun, it can be more than 1 word. So American Girl doll is like a,
Yes.
it's a brand.
It's a brand. And let's see. Your final hint, I guess covered feast, and you know what? That's gonna be your final hint. Feast.
Feast is a card. Oh wait, no, you already covered that.
Yes.
Okay. I was not looking.
Feast for 1.
Party.
Party, locking in?
Sure.
That is correct! Very nice! That is all 9 of your blue field agents discovered. Applesauce, applesauce, a feast of applesauce. No.
Nothing but applesauce.
No, that's ridiculous. Applesauce is actually on this board this time. That's hilarious. There was one last round where I thought I saw people spamming applesauce. I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
The hint was rollerblades. And I'm like, why the fuck are you saying applesauce for rollerblades? And somebody says, oh, because you run over the apples with your rollerblades. It makes applesauce. Are you kidding me? That many people are saying applesauce based off that description? Are you insane? What? And then Corey had to stop me mid-rant and go, applesauce isn't on the board. I go, what? He goes, it says applause, you idiot. Okay. Is applesauce the assassin? No, the assassin was not mentioned once. The assassin was Pinch.
Pinch!
Yeah, American Girl was tricky, especially when I realized Astronaut was on the board. Astronaut was a miss. Don't worry, it wasn't a red one.
Okay.
I was hoping to get Mary, Doll, and Party, like having like a party with all the American Girl dolls. Hello, Becca. Welcome in. Can you explain your night clue? Yes. Unfortunately, we're going pretty fast. Keep that in mind. It was party. Yeah, parties at night.
All right, fair.
It was flashlight. Use the flashlight at night, and the cover of night.
Okay.
It was cover. So.
Not the worst.
I understand. I said it, then realized that both star and bed are on the board. And I went, fuck. Fuck, that's not gonna work at all. But very nice. Our score is determined by how many red ones are remained undiscovered. Let's see. Feast was covered. Implode was covered. Pass was covered. Bed was covered. So this. Were any of these other ones covered? Lightsaber's covered. Yes. Our final score for that round. 5 red field agents made their way onto the board, meaning our final score is 3. Very nice. I was right for cover of night. Nice. Yes, that is a good one. Bottle 2, I think. If it's bottle 2, then it's a 2. I'm gonna call it a 3 for now. Yo, Becca sent a heart me and a floating octopus. Holy moly, sorry if I missed those. Erin Nicole sent a heart me. Thank you so much. 4, you mean? Who knows? Who knows at this point? Alrighty, it's going to be Austin's turn to be the spy master now. Let me make sure this is prepped. Cover this. Set 3. Go over here. Prep at board 4. I'm getting the hang of this, and then here you go. All right, entirely new board. Entirely new board. We have Death, Unicorn, Singer, Slip, Flute.
Okay, which button do I press again? Set 4?
Oh, no, don't press that one yet. Just press the arrow button to go back over to the other board.
Left or right?
Left. Does that look right?
Yes. What's the top?
Death, Unicorn.
All right, yeah. All right.
Yo, Mitch sent Club Power. Holy moly, thank you so much. And Becca sent You're Amazing. Thank you, Becca. There's 2 wolves. Mark subhand for one of the wolves, please. Oh, I thought you were making a joke, like there are 2 wolves inside of you. Yeah, let me change one of the duplicate wolves on the board real quick. I'll change one of them to ham. Board. Let's see. Wolf. The second wolf is going to become ham, Austin.
Okay.
It will update on your board.
Will update.
Yes, but it'll take a moment.
And it was instant.
Never mind, it will not take a moment. All right, no more wolf. There are no longer 2 wolves inside of you. Name of the game, it is called Code Names. Ham time, baby. Ginger Nurse 87, were there 86 other Ginger Nurses? Yes, there were. That is how many ginger people are employed in the medical field in the US. We American girls do love to party. Golly. But yes, the name of the game is Codenames. Our objective is to discover all 9 of the blue field agents. Let me erase this previous score here. We are trying to find 9 of the field agents. How do we do it? Well, Alston knows which words belong to which team. He's the only person who knows. And he's going to be giving us 1-word hints that connect some of these words together. For instance, let's see if I can think of a connection here. If Alston were to say Batman for 3, you might be looking at superhero down in this column, because superhero is connected to Batman. Also, Batman, world's greatest detective, solves clues, finds clues to solve mysteries, so you can connect clue and superhero. And then final one, right next to it, Goblin, because he fights the Green Goblin. Wait, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that at all. That's Spider-Man.
All right.
Wrong universe.
He fights the Green Goblin.
He fights the Green Goblin. No, that'd be a Mark hint. Batman loves ham. Yes, the final one you connect is ham, because Batman loves glopping down some ham in the evenings after a hard day of work. Blueprint is blue, so I think it's gonna be blue. Maybe. Batman is notably a good singer. That is canon. Saving the world. Oh, is world on the board? Perhaps. Oh yeah, he saves the world. That would probably be better than fighting the Green Goblin. Notorious ham lover. Yeah. His backup name was Ham Man, if he didn't end up going the whole bat thing.
Let's make sure that I don't have any.
You can sew shoes, and Singer's a brand of sewing machines, if that helps.
I'm gonna say Puss in Boots 2.
Puss in Boots for 2. Batman in TikTok commented, I like ham too. He wears shoes. Thank you, Dr. Cillier. I love mind goblins. Okay, Puss in Boots for 2. Shoe. Oh, because the boots, the shoe. Okay, he's talking about the cat. Superhero, low key, shoes. Oh no, Mark. Look, I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions. Is there anything better than shoe? Is cat on the board? No. Pirate. Is he a superhero? I don't think so. Austin, show me shoes.
Shoe.
Woo! Very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered. I'm making crab and spinach pasta. Ooh, that's fun. Pirate, death, because the death character comes to mind. The most recent Puss in Boots movie was about him escaping death. The villain is death. Are there any movies where Puss in Boots is fighting pirates? Because he himself is not a pirate. And the villain of the 3rd movie of the Wish one is death. And wolves were in it. Well, just because wolves are in it doesn't mean they go on a trip. Pirate. I'm not feeling confident. He has a pirate hat, does he?
Yeah.
I don't think that's. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to be responsible. I'm gonna keep death on the mind, but I'm gonna pass. Because Alston might reveal a red one that we've been chatting about.
All right.
It's a musketeer's hat. Okay, that's what I thought.
Let's say
Trip. Okay. All right. So it's not trip. It was not them going on a trip. Always keeping death on the mind. Yes, and also warning to TikTok. I think the chat is preventing you from typing death, and I'm not seeing those comments coming in. So you can say def, D-A-F, and I'll know what you're talking about. Okay. Musketeer, pirate, same thing. Absolutely not. If not pirate, why pirate shaped? You know what? That's fine. Oh, just send a strong cross emoji for death. That's a good point, A. That's gonna work better. Molly, I don't know why you're getting a pass. Like, you seem to type it fine. No one else could. How do you play? Good question, Thanos. So how you play is the objective is discover all 9 blue field agents. There are 9 hidden across this board somewhere. 25 words. How do we find them? How do we discover which is which? Well, Austin is our spy master. He knows the answers. He knows what belongs to the red team, what belongs to the blue team, which ones are misses, and there's one assassin that we have to avoid that will end the game if we guess it. And Austin, knowing the answers, is going to give us one-word clues that connect some of these words on the board together somehow. For example, Austin's last hint from the previous round was Puss in Boots for 2, meaning there are 2 words on this board that are connected somehow to Puss in Boots. This blue one that's covered up here used to say shoe, so we went, oh, Puss in Boots, boots are a shoe, that's a connection, we guessed it, we were correct. And then we're debating what the last one would be. A lot of people are saying pirate. Puss in Boots, to my knowledge, is not a pirate, nor does he notably fight pirates, but a lot of people are saying it. My personal opinion was death, because in the most recent Puss in Boots movie, the Wish one, whatever the title was, the main antagonist that Puss in Boots is fighting is Death, the wolf. Other people are saying contract, because there's contracts involved in that movie as well. And we're unsure, so we decided to pass. Every time we pass the turn, or every time we guess one wrong, a red one will be revealed. That's how this little red guy ended up there. And the goal is to discover all 9 field agents as quickly as possible. Our score is determined by how many red field agents remain off the board. So every time we see one of these red guys show up on the board, our score has been lowered. So why not wolf? You know what? Wolf's fair. You know, if death is good, then wolf is good. Yeah, I'll back off on that one. Thank you, of course.
We are going to say spitty for 2.
Chad, I apologize. This seems to be a very pirate-sounding word. I deeply apologize for doubting you that Puss in Boots was in fact a pirate. Flute, lollipop, flute, spitty. Wait, does spitty mean having spit on it? Like, I don't know what this word means, but it sounds pirate-esque. Singer and wolf. No pirate, lollipop. Okay, a lot of people saying, what is this spitty? I don't really know.
It's spitty.
It sounded pirate-esque.
It's got spit on it.
Oh, okay, it has spit on it. Okay, well that's definitely not pirate. Then that'd be flute and lollipop. Also, show me flute.
Flute.
Okay. That is 2 out of our 9 blue field agents discovered. And show me lollipop.
Lollipop.
Very nice, very nice. Now we always have an amount of guesses equal to the number that he writes on the board plus 1. Did we want to go for a Hail Mary, either death or wolf? I'm not super confident. I'm still not super confident, so I'm going to pass.
All right. Let's say singer.
Singer. Whoo! That was one a lot of people were saying. Go for a Death Mary. Dr. Cillier, I'll do it next round. All right, because he would have covered Death or Wolf if those were red. He even would have covered Pirate if it was red. There's a chance Death, Pirate, and Wolf are all blue. They could also just be misses, or worst case scenario is Assassin. So we'll see how Austin fields the clues going from here. Megan sent a heart me. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Megan. Good to see you. Dr. Cillier showing off the custom assassin stickers that they have access to from being a meep. Speaking of, if you guys decide to subscribe on TikTok, I think it's relatively cheap, right? It's like $2 a month or something like that.
You get 20% off the first month, so it's $270.
Oh, okay. So you get 20% off. It's $270 for your first month. But it supports the channel and it gives you access to custom stickers, like what Anita, Megan, and Dr. Cillier were showing off. That is the assassin sticker, and I'm in the process of commissioning 4 more. They should be done by the end of the weekend. Sherry sent a heart me. Thank you so much, Sherry. Oh, and it highlights your chat messages. That seems a bit easier. Less the price of a single pocket egg.
Horn for 2.
Ooh, horn for 2. I'm definitely looking at unicorn. Yo, I'm seeing so many of the subscriber stickers in TikTok chat. Thank you all. Unicorn, unicorn. Austin, show me unicorn.
Unicorn.
Woo! Let's go. That is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Where is Corey tonight? Corey's at IHOP, unfortunately.
He's at IHOP. He's eating so many pancakes.
We forgot to pick him up. Point, because horns have a point. Goblin. Little goblins have horns. And you're, that's the sound goblins make. Do goblins have horns? In some fiction, they do. Not typically, though. They're not known for it. Pirates have horns. I think it's point. Austin, show me point.
All right, point.
Woo! Let's go. And Dr. Silly requested a Death Mary for pushing boots. Austin, show me death. Woo! Let's go. Very nice. That is 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad at all. Goblins have war horns, says Mitch. Oh, okay. That's good to consider.
Did I reveal a red?
Not yet.
Okay. Contract. All right.
Goblin. For a goblin, why not say imaginary? That's a good point. It's a good thing to consider. Maybe Austin thinks pirates are imaginary. Or superheroes. Or the Amazon.
We're gonna say
real.
plan for 2.
Plan for 2. Plan, blueprint, definitely. Blueprint, time. Blueprint, time, ham. Austin, show me blueprint. Very nice. That is correct. Plan for 2. Teacher. Because you ham meal. You plan a ham meal. Time, teacher like a lesson plan. Teacher, unicorns are not imaginary. Let's see, clue. I was considering clue as well. I'm gonna put it to a poll. It was plan for 2, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to start a new poll. It's going to take me a moment to set up. I'm going to let your voices be heard. We are going to do teacher. We're going to do time. We're going to do clue. And any other ones? World, pass. I always add pass for the end.
Pass as a card, or?
No. Pass is end the turn. All right, the poll has started, at least on TikTok. You have 1 minute to let your voices be heard. Coming up on YouTube in just a moment. Teacher, time, clue, pass. Here's the thing. I had a board last week where I had to connect clue and blueprint together. And those are words that you think would go hand in hand. But when you think about it, like, they kind of don't. I really struggled to think of a single word that connected clue and blueprint together. And I think plan was one of those ones that I considered giving. I did not go with it, but I agree, teacher, lesson plan, and time gives you time to plan. I would put some respect on clue, though. I could be thrown by giving that suggestion. As a teacher, I'm procrastinating my lesson plans right now. The students won't notice, Kayla. I promise. Yeah. Yo, Dr. Cillier sent 3 squirrels. Thank you so much. Blueprint, blues clues for blueprint and clue. That would be stretching it. That'd really be stretching it. All right, Board Ghost. What are the YouTube inset? Time is the winner over on TikTok.
Teacher with 2 votes.
Teacher with 2 votes. All right, time won by 4 votes on TikTok, meaning the winner is time. Austin, show me time. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Austin, show us a red one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Crust.
Oh, indeed. Yo, Dr. Cillier sent a small army of squirrels. Holy moly. Joining the rebellion. Thank you so much, the squirrel army. Laura Lapina sent a finger heart. Thank you so much. And Anita sent 2 tiny dinies. Thank you.
All right. Last clue is going to be pack for infinite.
Pack for infinite. Show me lip. It's not on the board.
I was going to say.
Pack of wolves. Pack of wolves. Of course, wolf. There are 2 wolves inside of you. Also, show me wolf. Very nice. Was that the last one?
That was.
Or is there one more left?
There's one more left.
One more left. Pack for infinite. Okay, so it's teacher then. Because the logic is there are two left. He couldn't figure out a way to connect wolf and teacher, so he said infinite because teacher was the runner-up on the poll. Ham? No, I'm not gonna ham Mary. No, it's not gonna be connected to pack, because if it was connected to pack, he'd say pack for 2. He said pack for infinite, meaning also show me teacher.
Teacher.
Woo! Let's go! Very nice. Good job, YouTube, by the way. That means YouTube got the poll correct, that it was in fact teacher.
So Puss in Boots, I was hoping you would read it as Puss in Boots 2, because it's for 2, and it would have been Death and Wolf, but then I forgot about Shoe.
Which conveniently
was blue, so I wasn't sweating it, but it was Death and Wolf, because Death is a wolf.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the assassin was...
Yeah, I'm nervous. What was the assassin?
Goblin.
Goblin, no! Oh, those goblins
And
do
then
not have
Ham.
horns. Ham was a miss, okay.
And then Pirate.
Yarg.
And then Diamond.
Yarg.
Slit.
Yarg.
Server. And then World. And just...
Jesus, wow, okay. Very nice, very nice. So, our score with that one, last round our score was 3. Our score is always determined by how many red field agents remain off of the board. Last time there were 3 red field agents left not on the board. This game there were 4. Very nice, meaning the new score to beat is 4. Very nice. It's the 4 to beat. How do you play this game? I will describe it in just a moment. Let me erase this old score here.
I'm gonna use the restroom one last time.
Sure.
While you explain the rules. Yoink.
Wait, my dad would have been perfect. That would have been a really, really good hint, have we thought of your dad. That would have been perfect. All right, let me generate a new board for us all. Prep the next board number 5, and I will start explaining the rules. Don't worry, it's coming in 1 second. I need to give Austin the correct board as well. Okay, so how do you play? There are 25 words laid out on this board. Some of them belong to the blue team, some of them belong to the red team, some of them are misses. 1 is the assassin. Avoid that one at all costs. But your objective is to discover all 9 of the blue field agents that are hidden amongst this board. How do you do that? Well, I have the answers. This right here has the answers to which card belongs to which team. And it's gonna be my job to think of a clue to give y'all to start discovering which belongs to the blue team. How I do that is I'm gonna give you a 1-word clue that connects some of these words on the board together. And it'll give you clues as to what to guess. Just for example, I do not know which one's which yet, but if I were to say color for 3, you might guess red. That is an obvious connection to color. Red is a color. You might also guess rainbow, because rainbow is made up of all the colors. And then the final one you might do, same row, olive. But, hey, jade is also a color. Maybe some people would be rooting for jade. That's where the subjectiveness as the game comes in, and it's a whole lot of fun. But in Codenames, a 4 is actually a 4. Indeed. All right, new board is set.
Board moment.
New board moment. Throw this out of the way for you. Just noticed your little message there.
Yep.
All right. I'm now, for realsies, thinking of a clue for you all.
For realsies, thinking of a clue.
Yes.
Ponder.
Yes, I'm gonna be.
Dudes be
thinking.
pondering.
Yes.
My handle on the Discord is something involving germs.
Doug Germ.
Yes, I forgot. It's Big Dougler Mac.
Let's see.
That's why I quit pondering too many sweats. Is this an actual game or just a stream game? This is an actual game. It's called Codenames.
Yes.
If you can believe it. It is a game called Codenames. It's a card game. I mean, there are cards in the game, but...
Believe it. Yeah, it's the real game. That's a physical one. I digitized it, but...
Codenames. It's a lot of fun. I like the game. It's a fun game. I played it many years ago online. Mark was the first person I played it with actually like in person. I didn't know it was an actual physical card game until Mark brought it out for our games. But yeah. Mark has introduced me to many a board game, like Wavelength and Codenames. I guess Mark didn't introduce me to Codenames, but you know.
These things happen.
You know what they say.
You do know what they say. Okay, this is an interesting one. All right. My hint.
Mark is getting there.
I know. I'm getting there slowly but surely.
He's gonna say it.
My hint is going to be ship for 3. Ship for 3 is your hint. Ship. I just shipped my pants.
Ship.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
All right.
Put your pants in the mail and sent them to somebody? Crazy.
Would you rather live without boards or live without games? Certainly games, because without boards, buildings are made of those.
See, like ghost. I don't really see ghost. I mean, like ghost ship, obviously, but like I don't know. I don't know if that's what he's going for. Where's ghost on here? Oh, it's right in the middle. Africa. I do like date for like shipping. Like I ship that person, but I don't know.
3 words on this board.
3
Connected
words.
somehow to the clue ship. Blimp, blimo.
You know what? Blimp is an airship. Let's go with blimp.
Blimp locked in? That is correct! Oh. Very nice. Very nice. That is 1 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Next, let's go with conductor.
Conductor. That belongs to the red team. That's not correct.
Let's go with conductor, guys.
Well, when we guess incorrectly, it automatically ends the turn and a red one is revealed. A second red one now. I am going to reveal... Hurt as belonging to the red team.
Like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
I believe ships have captains. Well, you know what they say. What's a captain but a conductor?
Dude, they'd be saying that. They'd be saying that for real. All right, let's go with this. Let's go with a simple one. I'm gonna go simple. Back to roots here.
Roots.
No way I could possibly mess this up. I'm going to say soup for 2.
Soup.
And you can consider old hints from the air.
You sip soup.
Ship one.
You can sip on a soup.
Sip it on a soup.
Sip on a soup.
Locking in.
Let's lock and sip.
That is correct. Very nice. That is 2 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad at all. Soup.
Chef makes soupy. I'm seeing a lot of chefs. Let's say chef.
That is correct.
Chef makes soupy.
Very nice. That is 3 of our blue field agents discovered, but 2 out of your 3 guesses. If you want to take another one.
When you sit in a tub, you are soup.
Considering
that's so true, bestie.
The old ship clue.
What are we thinking for ship? You know what? I'm gonna trust Ghost. Show me Ghost.
That is correct. Woo! Very nice. We are now at 4 out of 9 field agents discovered, but you are now out of guesses. Unfortunate. It is time to reveal yet another red one. I'm going to reveal Nut.
Nut.
Nuts.
Jimmy Nut.
Call him Jimmy Nuts.
They call him Jimmy Nuts.
All right, 5 remaining.
All right. You can do it, Mark. I believe in you.
I know.
There are cards you can connect.
Surely.
Burger, how did you become friends? We met in high school.
Yes. This is a thinker. This is a tricky one.
Well, you know, you just gotta ponder and ponder. Are we doing another round? Maybe.
Most likely.
Most likely. My whole life story? No. Top 3 nuts? Ooh, that's a thinker. Number 1, pecans. Number 2, macadamia. Number 3, I gotta go with the classic. Nah, fuck the classics. I'm going with almond.
Alright, I'm just gonna go simple to get it over with. Better to be simple than risky. Ruby for 2.
Ruby. Let's go with it. Gem.
That is correct.
Gem.
That is 5 of your 9 field agents discovered.
Let's go with jade.
Jade, that is a miss. That is a miss. Unfortunate. It is now time to reveal a red one.
It was Ruby, right?
It was Ruby.
It was probably red, guys. It was probably red.
I'm gonna reveal Bug as
Bug!
belonging to the red team. Scary, scary.
Scary, scary bug.
We were spamming
red. Well, believe it or not, I was not looking at chat. If you can believe it.
Believe it.
A single person said Jade, and I said Jade as well. Hey, you know, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Was Austin.
Average pecan enjoy. Hey. I love pecans. We were playing as a team, well, sometimes, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I was that single person, yes. I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame for that. I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants.
How do I want to run this one? All right, there's already 4 red ones on the board. I gotta lock in here.
I've got a lot of fucking.
Surely there's a way I can connect these together.
A red ruby. You ever seen that picture of the guy on Facebook Marketplace and he's got this big red gem and he's like, 1 gem for sale. Serious offers only.
No.
I'll have to find it. I love that image. Come on, Mark, I believe you.
I know. All right. Fuck. I'm gonna give like the worst hint I've ever given.
I'm ready.
Worst hint
I'm ready.
possible.
And it's gonna be really good somehow. I bet.
Like there's actually no way that you're going to get this. Your hint for 3. I need to go with a wild.
We're going for 8 or 9. We're going for 9.
Wild ass Hail Mary to get us there. FarmersOnly.com for 3. FarmersOnly.com for 3. Okay.
Let's go with red. We're ignoring this hint for now.
That's correct. It's a good one. Hey, look at that. 3 remaining. And my hints for 3. Wow. Surely we can figure this out, everyone. Solve the clues. Date. That is correct. Very nice. It's the main dating platform for
Farmers.
Probably.
You can believe it.
Believe it.
I'm seeing a lot of web.
That is correct.
Woo!
That is correct. 1 remaining. There's 1 blue field agent remaining. This is what you got to work with.
Fellas.
You can pass. That's an option, or you can connect whatever random logic you want.
Gotta be Freckle. Lock in Freckle.
Gotta be Freckle. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to reveal olive. And then your final hint is going to be jacket for 1.
Jacket?
Jacket.
Like the thing you put on?
Yeah.
Let's go with sweater.
That is correct. Very nice. That is now all 9 of your field agents discovered. Very nice. Our score is always based off how many red field agents remain off of the board. There are 8 red field agents. 6 of them ended up on the board, meaning the ones that remained off being chalk and half, our score is 2.
What was the assassin?
The assassin, it was only mentioned like once or twice towards the beginning, was Africa.
Africa.
Yes. Don't ever put me in charge. It's all good. Yo, A sent a GG, A sent a squirrel, Laura Lapina sent a GG. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So, do you want to hear the extreme stretch in logic to connect together web, date, and sweater?
Yes.
Keep in mind, there's no easy way to make that connection. I wanted to give you something to make it possible for a Hail Mary guess. It had to be something at all. I'm trying to connect web, date, and sweater together. Obviously, web and date, I'm thinking of the dating apps. That's a clear one I'm thinking of. But how the fuck do I connect sweater within that framework? It's because farmers are sweaty. Worse, Kelsey Weasel. Much worse. It's because farmersonly.com, farmers have sheep. They have to get wool to make sweaters. It would have just been Hinge for 2. It would have been Hinge for 2 otherwise. I wanted to give something. Somehow said the assassin every time. Russian bride would have been better. Shit, wait.
That is good.
That's actually a really good one. Holy crap, yeah. Huh. I didn't think of that.
You'd be buying them online.
I did not think of Russian mail order bride for 3. Yeah, I guess I'm not positive you would have gotten sweater, but that would have been much better. Huh. I can always rely on chat to think of some like miracle thing that I would have never thought of otherwise. Golly.
Golly gee.
Well, I'll pass it off to you. Let me get this set up for you. Set 5.
Rumble.
Prep board 6.
Rumble. Oh, that's good. That's funny.
Rumble? That's not funny. That's stupid.
That's hilarious. I'm giggling.
All right, new board. We're playing off of Alston's the Spy Master now. You don't have to worry about any mark clues. Don't worry. It's Alston's turn now.
What are the first 3?
Server, bow tie, stockholder.
Yep.
I was thinking sweater because you wear sweaters on dates. Anita, like, I was thinking that too, but I didn't know how to connect that and throw web involved with it. Web as in Charlotte's Web. Interesting. Farmers love tubs. Yeah, Jeremy, I didn't read that one till late, but farmers do love tubs. All right, new board. Our mission is to discover all 9 of the blue field agents hidden among this board. Erase this old score. Don't have to worry about Alston saying something like Jade now either. Look, Jade was a fair guess.
No, it was actually really bad. I don't know why I said Jade so quick.
If you misread, it's a fair guess. But fresh new board, 9 blue field agents among them. Alston's going to be giving us hints 1 word at a time to start connecting these together. Ain't this something? Not when red was there, no. You miss words sometimes, it happens. Mark, what's your favorite crime that you have committed?
Yeah, Mark.
Favorite crime
Hold on, quick, let me call the local police department and put it on speaker.
that I've committed. I don't know how to answer that damn question. Actually, I know the answer to that question. Illegally setting off fireworks. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Tap for the Price is Wrong. Indeed, yes, if you're watching on TikTok at 100,000 likes, we're going to be doing The Price is Wrong. It is our own custom mini game where it's like The Price is Right, but we use weird Facebook Marketplace items. The twist on this one is 100% of the items were sent by our mod Jeremy in YouTube. Dr. Cillier says piracy for their favorite crime.
I'm gonna say Weird Al for 2.
Weird Al for 2. Yankovic. Statutes of limitations. Yeah, they're not gonna charge me on setting off fireworks. Parody. Ooh, parody and bow tie. Is parody on the board? Let's see. It is. Parody makes a whole lot of sense. Also show me parody.
Parody.
Woo! Very nice. Very nice. And I saw bow tie. Do we like bow tie? Is he known for wearing bow tie? Dr. Soleil says glasses. Kelsey Weasel says glasses. Didn't he used to wear glasses? See a lot of people saying it. Austin, show me glasses. Pew! Woo! Very nice. I would not have gotten that. I didn't know he used to wear glasses.
Weird Al got LASIK surgery in the late 90s.
Oh. Good for him.
And that's when he shaved his mustache as well. He also used to have a mustache.
Huh. IDK Weird Al.
I love Weird Al. I love Weird Al.
Very famous parody musician. Very, very talented. Was he the one who had the biopic about him? The biopic?
With Daniel Radcliffe,
yes. Yeah, he had one of the best biopics ever, really, because they completely made
Cowboy!
Cowboy! You could be the next Weird Al, Austin.
I don't know. I don't know if I have the
vocals.
I don't know about. I don't have the charisma.
My brother was obsessed with him. He's a fun guy. I haven't been much into his content, but everything I see of him, I really enjoy. He's fun live. Not really a fan, but I worked a show once and it was great. Oh, that's really cool, actually. Holy. I've worked a few shows, just working in film and everything, but nothing that notable. I think the most notable musician I've worked for is Amanda Lambert, and I had no fucking idea who she was when I was working that show.
My favorite Weird Al song is Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. That's my favorite. I listen to that a lot. I didn't hear the original for I didn't hear it until last year. I never heard the original until last year.
I'm gonna have to listen to that soon. I don't know it offhand. Cowboys are losing, even in code names. God damn it. He was on My Little Pony a few times. Wow.
He was in a lot.
Known best for his role in My Little Pony. Did an interview with Garth Brooks for a class once, but nothing that exciting, TBH. Ooh, that is very fun. Is Pirate on this board again? Oh, it is. Yarg. Okay, let me make a note that I need to check on Wolf and Pirate because they're duplicates in the sheet. What that means, if they're coming up with the current system, is that Wolf and Pirate are duplicated over on the sheet that I'm referencing at some point, which is a big L. Ben Shapiro spoke at my high school.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'll see if you can get the third one. I'm gonna say Railing for 3.
Railing for 3. What's the file format? It is a Google Sheets column. It's a Google Sheets column. I could also put them in a notepad. Railing for 3. Interesting. Railing, rim, maybe. Rim as a railing. My immature mind cannot handle this clue. Well, wait till you hear about rim. Handle, hurdle. Handle. Oh, handle is on the board. Yeah, it makes way more sense. Also, show me handle.
Handle.
Woo! Very nice. That is 3 out of our 9 field agents discovered. Not bad at all. Aisle, railing in an aisle. Stockholder. A lot of people saying aisle. I would have gone with rim before aisle. Hurdle? I'm not in love with hurdle. I'll go with aisle first. Austin, show me aisle.
Wait, wait.
Ooh, alright. Let's consider rim. Thumb, because you
Alright.
hurdle railing. Let's keep in mind rim and hurdle.
Alright, let's see. What do I want to reveal? Let's do... Champion.
Champion! Oh, man. Rest in peace, champ.
Rip champ.
Rip champ. Consider well. Well. Railing for well. Because it's just a railing around a well, usually. Soldier. Maybe. I don't know. These are interesting. I mean, I see nobody saying it, but my top pick is rim. Could I explain why? No. It's just if you're on the rim of something, there'd be a railing there. Have you ever seen the hurdles on a track? As in track and field hurdles? I've definitely seen track and field hurdles. I used to run track, unfortunately. Hated that damn sport. But are they referred to as railings? How good I was? Oh. Yeah, I did pole vaulting. The reason I did pole vaulting is because it was the sport that involved the least amount of running. And Board Ghost is saying that I was good at pole vaulting. Technically, I wasn't. I was the best at my high school for a time, but that does not mean good. And one of my coaches at one point, I was doing a pole vault practice like 2 to 3 days a week, and one of my coaches saw I wasn't taking it seriously and pulled me over and trying to inspire me. It was like, hey, just so you know, when you plant the pole and take off, you do like a little like, I forget exactly what it's describing. It's like a something with how my heel lifts when I take off. Heel flick. And he said only 4 of my students have ever taken off the way that you do. All 4 of them went Olympic. He now has 5 students. 4 of them went Olympic. So I quit 2 weeks later. I fucking hated pole vaulting. I did not like it. Olympic hopeful Mark. No, I was Olympic dreadful. I hope my mom's not watching this right now because I've never told her that story. And the reason I never told her is because I'm like, if she finds out my coach said this, I'm never leaving this sport. But I'm out now, and I've just been keeping it a secret all these years. What if there's a board games category in the Olympics? You see, that'd be fun because, as I've mentioned before, me and Corey or me and Austin, we've been doing board games every single day, weekdays, for a very, very long time now, and not once would I ever say we've gotten better. I think we are about as good as your family picking up this game for the first time when we do these. Proud of you for that brave story, friend. Thanks, Amanda. Mark used to run with a big stick.
I can't think of anything, so I'm just gonna give you this. Cereal?
Cereal for infinite. Okay. Let's see, pirate, like that Toast Crunch guy or whatever one as the pirate. So no, probably spoon. Spoon, right? Spoon. Chess should be in the Olympics. I agree with that one. Show me spoon.
Spoon.
Woo! Very nice. That is now 4 of our field agents discovered. Because you did it for infinite, let's consider some old ones. We're missing ones for railing. Railing, we're missing 2 from railing. Hurdle and thumb. Do we really like hurdle more than rim? Guys, I'm the actual only person who would say rim. Rim could apply like the rim of a bowl. Alright, somebody else said rim. I'm going with it. Austin, show me rim.
Rim.
Thank fuck. I felt like I was being gaslit. The fact nobody else was saying it. I was so concerned. And whatever, everyone's saying it. Show me hurdle.
Hurdle.
Woo!
Did that reveal?
Did it? I believe so.
Okay.
It looks covered over here.
I like double taps. I didn't know what that would do.
Oh, yeah, if you tap it again, nothing will happen. But if you tap and hold it, it'll unreveal.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. We're gonna pass now. We're gonna pass.
Let's say stoplight.
Stoplight. Very nice. Austin thinks the next clue, I'll recount some old pole vaulting stories. Basically, the pole vaulting section at my high school was not super well funded. It was like fine, but they didn't put that much money into track and field. And a lot of our poles were really old and outdated. Every once in a while would get new poles, but it would be like a decade or so in between. And if you went to the way back of our equipment shed, you would find poles that were built in like the 70s or the 80s that were completely illegal. Like, they had been illegal to use in competition for probably over 15 years. They were not made out of the correct materials. They were not sized properly. Like, our school should not have been in possession of these poles. It was like an actual safety hazard for them to be there. But once again, nobody really cared, so they just kind of stayed in the back. Pole vaulting is honestly such a weird concept. It is. People have been like, oh, maybe it was used in the past to get over castle walls. As a pole vaulter, it was not. You cannot pole vault in armor at all. You can barely do it with normal clothes on. Even a sword on you, you would not be able to pole vault. Getting over a wall or people throwing things at you, that's not a possible thing. That is not realistic. But anyway, one of my like junior years in high school doing pole vaulting, one of the seniors on their very last day was like, Coach, I've been wanting to do this since day one, and walked into the shed and came out with a pole. It is the thickest pole vaulting pole I had ever seen in my life. It was actually absurd. You could barely put your hands around it. And these things are supposed to flex, by the way, when you plant them in. The thing was heavy. It had actual dust coming off of it. I do not think it had been touched since the 80s. And the coach knew, I'm not going to be able to stop this guy. He's just going to go for it. So instead, he turned to the rest of us on the team and went, all right, here's what we're going to do. The kid's name was Scott. He goes, when Scott runs up, all of you are going to stand along the runway. And when he goes up, if he comes back down, catch him. That was the instructions we were given. I'll finish the story after this.
Hand.
Hand for two. Hand for two. Thumb! Oh, the thumb believers. The thumb believers. It was right. Awesome. Show me thumb.
Thumb.
Woo! Very nice. And then watch, like hands on a watch. Thumb believers. Watch. Interesting. It was hand, right? Hand for two.
Yes.
Opener. Thumbs up, opener, job, telephone. Watch makes the most sense out of any of these I've seen. Hand. You could have said hands, because the watch has hands. Ball. It doesn't say ball, it says bill. Oh, but there's also ball. Handball. If it was watch, you would have said hands, plural. You said hand. Handball does make more sense. I'm convinced. Also, show me ball. Ooh.
All right.
Let's do another red one.
Server.
Guys, it's probably watch. We'll consider watch. Yeah, we are at 50,000 likes on TikTok. Thank you all so much for the support. If we manage to get to 100,000 tonight, we will be doing a bonus mini game. Price is Wrong. Super fun. Hands watch like a pocket watch.
William
Tell. William Well, like William Tell, but he fell in a well. The fuck is a William? Bill? Oh, Bill. Okay, Bill. Also, show me Bill. That makes sense. And then show me watch. Woo! Let's go! That is all 9 of our field agents discovered. Very nice. Our end score is once again going to be 2.
The assassin.
William Telephone.
Well.
Oh, wow. Okay, a lot of people are saying well for railing. Very, very nice to avoid that. That's the best I've ever guessed for this game. But, yeah, just to finish the pole vaulting story real quick, then we'll move on to one more game. Is the guy took the pole, ran down the line, planted it. It's supposed to bend and flex. You're supposed to have a lot of like give in a pole vaulting pole. You saw the entire thing just into the ground, completely solid. The person just start to rise up about like 10 or so feet into the air, get to the very top, and you just hear, "Oh, fuck!" as he starts tipping back down the way he came. And yeah, luckily our coach lined us up on the asphalt because we were able to catch him. He missed the mat entirely, falling from like 10 feet. So yeah, don't do pole vaulting. It's dangerous and sucks.
There you go.
Woo, very nice. All right, we are going to do one more game. One more game of code names. Generate a new board. We got marble, puzzle, wig. Let me get this here for Austin.
Thank you.
Nightmare. Cheer stunt style. Very nice. Yes, so one more game. Guys, if you've been having fun, if you would like to see more, or see more Wavelength coming tomorrow, please follow the channel. It really does help us out and allows us to keep making content for y'all. So, if you haven't already, Mitch, if you decide to unfollow, please follow. Oh, Mitch says I am following. Thank you, Mitch. Always want more.
Tomorrow at 6 and 11.
Going live tomorrow at 6 Eastern. 6 p.m. New York time. That is Eastern, or 5 p.m. London. All right, let me think of damn
Ponder.
clues. Ponder time.
Ponder.
Pondering.
This guy's pondering.
Golly.
We got Freckle again.
Yeah, Freckle's back. I saw. Which means I need to write down Freckle because Freckle's also a repeat if it's showing up again. Frackle.
Freckle.
Frackle.
My turn for a random high school story. The only one that comes to mind is I can't tell it on stream.
Many of those.
Oh, actually no. There is a good one. There's a classic story.
I was gonna say, tell them about the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the door story. So I was standing around after school. I forgot what we were doing exactly, but we were just standing around, and I see a bunch of my friends just run on by. I think Mark was amongst them.
I was.
Then we had Spaghetti, Supreme, frequent YouTube chatter, and then another fella, and they ran right by. They ran right through the side door, and I said, "Fellas, wait for me." So I'm running. I start running after them, and the door starts closing, as a door does when, you let go of it. And I put my hand up to catch the door. I think I put up this hand, and right when I made contact, I put up my hand like this, and there's a window on the door, and I put my hand up like this, and right when I made contact, it shattered. The whole window shattered. And my hand went right through the door, and I looked around, and I was like, "Oh man!" And I turned around, and a bunch of teachers were looking at me, and a bunch of my friends were looking at me. And the first thing I thought, because I thought for a second that I was like, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get like suspended or something for breaking a window. The only thing I could think to say is, "Mamma mia!" That's one spicy meatball. And then after I said that, I realized that my hand was bleeding. I was like, "I'm not getting in trouble today." So
yeah, weren't those supposed to be bulletproof?
I don't think so. I think they were just supposed to be windows. I think probably like maybe they are now. But did our school have any safety checks? No. No.
No shot.
No.
Certainly not.
Yeah, I thought part of it was the fact that they were so worried because those windows were supposed to be a lot stronger.
That probably also was the case.
Yes.
Baking for 2.
Baking for 2. Kitchen.
That is correct. Very nice.
What are we thinking? Fellas? Pastry. Let's go with pastry.
That is correct. Woo! Very nice.
Country Mozart said I look like I played trombone in band. I did not. I played trumpet for about 3 months, and then I said, I don't feel like practicing anymore. So I stopped. I wish I'd kept playing trumpet though. Trumpet seems fun, but alas, I don't feel like picking it up again.
I did trumpet once. I wasn't a big fan. I didn't like any extracurriculars.
I was not in band at all. I will also say that. While the answer was right, I will answer as fast as I want. How about them apples? No, I'll keep that in mind. Apparently spoon is a repeat. Did we see? Yeah, spoon is on here again.
Add it to the list. Thank y'all. Spoon.
It's a spicy meatball.
Might be a way to augment the list to get rid of the duplicates. But
I think at the time I just said that a lot for just in general, saying that Mamma Mia, that's one spicy meatball. I think I was big into making fun of Italians at the time.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I believe in you, Mark.
Maybe you shouldn't.
All right, I don't believe in you anymore.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna answer that question, Country Mozart. Not on stream anyway.
I'm going to say this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to say shipping for 3.
Shipping for 3. Shipping for 3.
Shipping for 3.
I've seen train a couple times. You do ship things on a train. If I see train one more time, I'll say train. Train.
That is correct.
Oh, you didn't show a red card, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I will show a red in just a moment. Thank you. I'll reveal line 1 to the red team.
Bill of sale. Yeah. Line. Well, line is already out.
Bill is a repeat? God damn, it is, isn't it?
Dr. Facility dropped some instructions on how to delete duplicates of his work.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Dr. Facility.
Let's say Bill.
Bill! That is a miss. Unfortunate. Let's see.
Oh, we got 2 more for shipping.
2 more for shipping. I'm going to reveal marble as belonging to the red team. Now I'm going to think of the next clue.
Which one did you say? Landing?
Marble. This is a really tough one. I am going to say for my next one, wood for 2.
Wood for 2.
And you can consider ones from previous clues if you have theories or thoughts.
Wood.
Water. Is Board related to the band Ghost? Yes.
Let's say twig.
That is correct. Very nice.
Let's
That
go.
is 4 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Let's see what we have on here.
Can consider ones for shipping as well.
Wooden spoon for pasta? What? What?
So they use a wooden spoon for pasta, is what I assume that would
I mean, I guess. Belt because it keeps my pants up so I don't flash my wood.
Yo! Gotta like it.
Let's say spoon.
Spoon! Oh, that was not correct.
This is a tricky one.
This is a very tricky one. I'm also going to reveal cell as belonging to the red team. Cell. All right, 4 left. Let's do it. It is time to lock in.
Lock the fuck in. Drinking poison would kill you. I mean, fair enough.
Okay. All right.
I'm always worried that you did read something wrong on the board and that you gave me a bad hint because you thought it said something else, which I know has happened.
Great hint for you. Amazing hint for you. Bowel movement for 2.
Bowel movement. What do you guys think? Toilet. Yep.
That is correct. Very nice. We're now at 5 out of our 9 field agents discovered. This is a damn tough board, everyone.
Wow. Disease. Does anyone think disease? Poison, food poisoning. You do some bowel movements. You do some BMs. Slump. You're slumped on the toilet because you're pooping so much.
Fucking slumped.
Slumped. Belt because you've had to unfasten your belt because you're pooping so much.
If you eat a belt too.
And if you eat a belt, you get bowel movements. Let's say poison.
Poison is a miss. Dang. Let's reveal a red one. I'm going to reveal disease as belonging to the red team. 3 red field agents remaining.
Hose because it comes out like a fire hose.
You're missing some for bowel movement. You're missing some for shipping. 4 blue field agents left. What am I thinking? Okay. All right. Lock in. Okay. All right. Let's go. I may have spelled this wrong. I forgot the semantics. Kinder for 2.
Kinder. Let's say, I'm not going to say that right away, but I will say it's probably Germany because the egg is made in Germany, and also Kinder, German word for kid. Let's say Germany.
That is correct. Very nice. That is now 6 out of our 9 field agents discovered.
Let's say puzzle.
This is the first time I've gotten 2 in a row in a while. Very nice, very nice. There's only 2 field agents left. You can consider some old clues if you want.
You know what? I've seen it a lot, and I want to get it out of the way. Let's say reimburse.
That's correct.
Oh, wow, okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
Don't I feel fucking stupid.
I mean, none of my clues were explicitly pointing at that one, but that is correct. Borderline just lucky that people got that. Oh, now we're out of guesses.
Yes.
Okay. Final hint is going to be... no, you don't want to fucking say this. Slouched for 1.
Did you reveal a red?
Reveal cape on the team. Slouched.
Slouch, slump.
That is correct. Slump. Very nice. You do be slumped over the toilet. That was in fact. The logic.
God damn it.
Wait, you're doing all the pooping. You're slumped over.
You're like this, just on your legs, just like this, rethinking your decisions.
When you do a full thinker pose. The assassin was that pesky reoccurring word, Freckle. Freckle was the assassin.
Freckle.
And that felt like a really rough round, but we actually ended with 2, which is how we did on some of the rounds where I felt we were doing better. Amanda with the emojis. But why does a 4 only count as 3? Asks Mitch. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's one of those mysteries we've never been able to figure out.
What, if they call it the restroom, why am I fighting for my life in there?
Alrighty, well, guys, if you've been enjoying playing these games, playing along with us, having fun doing the code names, and would like to see more, or if you want to do Wavelength with us, please do give us a follow. It really does help out the channel and allows us to keep playing these games for y'all. Give you amazing clues like bowel movement for toilet and slump.
BM.
You wouldn't get that anywhere else, would you? It's one of those unique board gamers only things. But that is all we have for you tonight. Thank you so much, everyone who stopped out and participated and gifted. It really does mean a lot. We will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. New York Eastern Time. It is we with Corey, not Austin this time. 5 p.m. London.
11 p.m.
Oh, sorry. 11 p.m. London.
11 p.m.
We'll see you all then. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Good night.
Still live on YouTube.